The Boardcast.
Hey. We told William to intro the episode. That was the best attempt?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Just do it again.
It's not bad.
Simple and nice.
Let's go again.
All right. Give us your best presenter voice. Like
All right.
like you're presenting a trailer. In
Do
the
that Alex
Ladies and
voice from last year.
gentlemen, welcome to the podcast.
Nice.
You said
The Boardcast.
it's already describing the flaw of my naming process once again. I really just shouldn't be in charge of naming anything because every time I name something, it's diabolically bad because it just sounds way too close to podcast.
Well, that's what it's supposed
I
to
thought it
be.
was supposed to be clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's hard because you said podcast twice. Or
I said podcast.
You said
podcast and broadcast.
I don't know if they're just, being nice. But I had a couple come through and they were like, you have a podcast? Yeah. And I was like, it's called The Boardcast. And they stopped for a second. They was like, that's a good name. So they complimented the
see?
name.
Oh, good. There you go.
See?
They like it.
Thank you, random couple. Hope you're listening. If you're not, what are you doing?
Simple is always good.
Yeah.
Less is more.
So we've got a revolutionary term of events for tonight.
Okay.
boys.
Correct.
We're on camera right now.
Oh my
Look,
goodness.
everybody look at the
Say
camera.
hi to the
Say
camera.
hi.
So hopefully we can pull some marketing clips out of that. That's the plan. This is the
This is like the 0.05, the beta access.
Yeah.
We're just
Oh, I need
trying
to
it
put
out.
my brand name up. Right here. Can you see it? Can you see it?
Well, I would be wearing your branding as well, William, if you bought a shirt that fit me at all.
Oh, whoa. I thought I brought a double XL.
I squeezed it on Kang and I looked like a rubber glove. It was so
It was so
incredibly
fitting
tight.
though. Like you look so buff.
I saw boobies that I hadn't seen in quite a while. I'll tell
But
you.
not
Eternal
movies,
Magic
it's-
is a good name.
it's like
Just like the
chess.
Boardcast. Eternal Magic's nice and simple.
Yeah.
To the point.
Do you regret calling it magic though?
No.
No?
No, not
Sticking to your
really.
guns?
Magic can mean a lot of things. The
Yeah.
magic
Yeah.
of the card game you play.
Magic.
The magic
right?
of how quickly it
But
gets to
Magic
your
the
house.
Gathering
Magic of
will always-
Locana. Look. Huh?
Magic will always be here. Magic the Gathering.
Do you get shit from the One Piece players?
No.
good.
Every time they see you, the Eternal Magic like team or the players is like, no.
I think it needed two words anyway, right? So if it wasn't going to be Eternal Magic, what would have been?
No, I don't
Now
think.
that you
I
know
think
you've gone outside of Magic.
you can't call it Eternal cards. It sounds so wrong, right? It doesn't have
Yeah.
that kind of like a smooth.
The ring's not there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not ringing there. It's just not smooth.
Is your
enough.
team the best team?
Yeah.
The goal now is to outlive Magic the Gathering, the card game, and that way you will steal the name from them.
But you're-
How?
Are there any other card games that have tried to use the word magic? Because magic is
Sorcery.
Yeah,
It's like a
true.
spin on Magic, right?
Yeah.
Sorcery, contested
Because
realms.
Sorcery.
magic is such a broad term of anything that's in this fantasy fiction world, right? So for Magic the Gathering to lock that in for themselves, you're like, it seems like they're really trying to take a
But
stake.
I don't
right?
think Sorcery was also not trying to hide the fact they were inspired by Magic.
True.
All the artists, some of the best artists they had were early Magic artists. They were trying to capture that bit of Magic nostalgia from the 90s.
I feel like Magic the Gathering is the same as Woolworths or Costco trying to call themselves the food you need to eat tonight. And it's just
What is it called? Woolworths.
I actually did know this. It's owned by West Farmers, right?
I
Why is it
know,
called
yeah.
Coles?
Yeah.
The last guy's name was actually Cole.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
That one-
so,
that one's-
so what about Woolworths
Why
then?
Big W?
There also might have been a guy who was Woolworths as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, why don't we search?
yeah,
we
true.
have like a
we have the
search
resources.
machine right now. Okay, so names, right? So what about Bunnings? Where did Bunnings name came from?
I just stopped trying to think too hard about it.
Yeah?
If you
Like
think
Big
about
W.
names over and over, they
Yeah.
actually sound pretty silly. Like why Myers? Myers.
Mike
you know?
Myers, you know?
Yeah. But your team Eternal Magic is going to the Perth Regionals.
Yes.
Is it this weekend or next
Wait,
weekend?
hold on. Perth Regionals is coming next weekend, Saturday. 2-day event in Perth Convention Center. It's all out. All the tickets sold out except visual. You can go play visual if you want to.
Sold out is pretty hectic.
The One Piece event is sold out.
Wow.
250, I think.
How many rounds in a day?
It should be 9.
Whoa.
It's fast.
Yeah, but still, 9 of anything, dude.
Yeah, but it's fast. It's not like Magic. It's
That's
not
true.
like 1 hour each round. So it's just 35 minutes.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Have you found it, William? Danny?
The first Woolworths was opened in 1924 and it was called Woolworths Stupendous Bargain Basement.
Whoa. They
Wait,
did
wait.
not take the
Hold
philosophy
on.
of simple is better.
Yeah, not at all.
Wait, in New Zealand, I think it's called something else. It's not Woolworths. It's called something else. It's not Woolworths.
It's just that name still. They haven't changed it off.
No. It's a different name. Danny, search it. I thought you're from New Zealand, right? You should
Yeah,
know.
I do. I was trying to remember off the top of my head, but I couldn't think of what it was.
It's called something else.
Yeah.
It's not Woolworths. Same logo, everything, but not Woolworths.
Countdown.
yes, Countdown.
Yeah, which I think is the English version. I'm pretty sure.
Really? I thought English is like what they have like Sainsbury, right?
Yeah, but Sainsbury's like
M&S.
the really high end one. That's like the good grocers here. Like the fancy IGAs. Yeah. Because in Countdown in New Zealand, you can buy beer and wine and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they also have in their deli section. So you know how like you have like a nut section where you scoop out the nuts with like a little like a scoop you put in a bag. They have a meat section for that. So there's a big tub and it's just all shredded chicken, and you just get your big scoop and you put shredded chicken in like a bag and then you weigh it and you leave. It really leaves a lot to the.
Ooh, is there like a hygiene?
Yeah, I was
That's
going to
what I'm
say
saying.
shredded chicken doesn't
Lots
sound
of-
appetizing at all.
Same with
man.
like
Contamination.
No, well, you buy shredded chicken to like, or you make shredded chicken to put in like your sandwich or whatever.
Oh, right.
What
But
about-
it's pre-shredded.
It's like a
for you.
deli
but-
section.
Yeah, it's like a deli, a self-service
so much
deli section.
cross contamination, right?
Yeah, they're just hoping
Just don't
people
sneeze.
people aren't spitting in it.
Yeah. Just be respectful.
Yeah.
To be fair though, you reckon they only have that in the nice areas?
Is this
they
still
have it in
there
the more
or
like
no?
gentrified places?
Wait, hold
my
on,
family's
hold on.
from the Tasmania of
Where?
New Zealand, Greymouth.
Right.
It's West Coast.
Because if I'm in some
Oh.
like real sus looking place, I'm not having any of that.
Is it still like that? I don't think so, right?
It was the last time I was there, but it was pre-COVID.
I'm from like when I was younger.
Really? Pre-COVID, they still do it?
Yeah.
That's not too long ago.
Yeah. Like 2017, I think was the last time I was there.
Ooh, I think they scrapped
Might
that shit
take- yeah,
right now.
might be.
When I was from the poorer suburbs, right, like Nollamara and Westminster here in Perth, the kids always had the whole thing of like, don't drink from the water fountain in the public water fountain because some other kid probably pissed on it,
Probably
or took a
peed on
shit
it,
on
yeah,
it.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So you don't risk it.
But then you go to like expensive suburbs, and they've got like expensive stuff there, right? So
They
they
have
usually-
water fountains for their dogs.
Yeah, they've got like little buckets at the bottom, yeah, and then like they fill the water up for the doggies and things. But they also have like rich people like IGAs, so it's like the premium grocery one, right? And you go in there, and they'll have like prepackaged meals and like bakery goods, much nicer than like an IGA.
They have a
in some
butler
other
for you
places.
there.
Well, but everything they just price everything up, so everything's just a couple dollars more than it would be anywhere else. So you go to like the one in Applecross, and for some reason, like a can of Coke costs you $4.40 or something. You're like, why is a can of Coke $4.40? And like, but your apples are $1.50 more a kilo and all that kind of stuff as well. But it's like much nicer inside. It's like they're more branded, and there's like they're IGAs, but they're internal chains. They'll be like the good grocers, and you go there and like you're like, oh, these guys have the good strawberries that taste like fruit, not the like
Like sir.
yeah,
Are
not the
IGAs the only places with 24-hour operating? Because I'm surprised
Spot
Woolworths
Shed.
are codes.
yeah. There's a spot check, yeah.
Especially the 24 hours, yeah.
Yeah. Australia's trying to do like a thing where they
You won't
lock
find a
down-
spud jet in Apple.
No. There is a I think 24-hour Woolworths near the airport. Is that 24 hours or late close? I'm not sure.
Not sure. I think they've locked down a bit lately on like the bigger chain stores so that the smaller ones can compete. So
You guys have all been to Costco here in Perth, right?
I have not been. No.
No,
You haven't-
not
you
yet.
guys haven't been?
No.
I don't know if the Costco here in Perth is the same as Costco in the US, but Costco has.
You need to pay a membership, so
It
I'm not
does,
going.
but it's a little bit of everything. It's weird. They sell TVs, toys, computers next to like all the wholesale foods and like furniture.
Is everything on pallets like it looks like in America?
Kind of, yeah. Pallets
you're a member?
and big crates. I'm not. I went with a friend that was a member.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think Nem
It is
You should
cheaper
probably
though.
go.
All right.
Costco is cheaper.
But only if you buy in bulk.
Correct. I had crazy whiplash because on top of all the things they sell jewelry. I walked past the cabinet and they were marketing like a $30,000 dollar necklace.
Interesting. I always find it funny because I've seen like you get like 50 eggs. You're like, the fuck
I've
am I
read-
doing with 50 eggs?
But also, I'm like, who's going through Costco being like, oh, jewelry, I'll buy that.
well, if you can afford 50
There
eggs
is,
at one
though.
time, maybe you can afford jewelry.
I think someone did a study on that
Yeah.
thing. So I think it's on YouTube. So you guys can go home
Right.
and watch it. So they made like a why did Costco do this? Like put jewelry.
Maybe it's just
like,
exposure, right?
things
The
like
more
that.
people come through.
The
they
same
talk
thing with
about
Aldi, right? They have like random shit like
Yeah.
snow gear.
you know, Aldi
Yeah.
it was is named after the people that started that, and they were both soldiers in Nazi Germany.
it. So the German,
really?
Yeah,
German
straight
company?
Yeah. And then after there were the brothers who started the company, and then they had an argument over whether they should sell cigarettes in the shop or not sell cigarettes in the shop. So the brothers split the world in two, and one side of the world got like the one brother, and the other side of the world got the other brother. So they're still both called Audi, but they're completely separate companies, and they operate separately in different like hemispheres of the world.
Oh my god, it's East and West Germany.
Yeah.
It's just the very wall.
Yeah, and it's not like they were like just kind of in the war as soldiers. They were like very much in the war. Like one was an engineer, and one fought on the front line.
They had 2 lightning bolts on their shirt.
Yeah,
you know.
One fought on the Russian front and survived. So if you survived on the Russian front, they did pretty well.
yeah. I was gonna say 20 million, right?
Yeah.
Any of those
Interesting. So have you guys watched the Olympic?
I've been tuning into the Olympics.
Did you guys hear about the Australian news from the Olympics this morning?
Whoa, what happened?
So
Is it good news or bad news?
It's not ideal news for the guy.
Oh no!
Okay.
A 28-year-old male was caught buying cocaine from a drug dealer.
It feels like a very Australian thing to get caught by.
Directly in front of Moulin Rouge, which is one of the very heavily touristed areas.
Right.
Yeah.
He was directly seen by a police officer just on the street buying drugs.
He's hitting every check mark of how not to buy drugs.
Yeah, so he's from the Australian hockey team. He's been to 3 Olympics before, and he's medaled with the I think they call the Hockey Ruse or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was directly physically seen by a police officer buying the drugs. He then saw the police officer coming at him, so he decided to run, but he made it about 5 meters and realized, no, that's a much worse idea. So he stopped and just sat on the ground and waited for the policeman to get there. And he was held in custody for 18 hours. And he
missed his game.
Wait, his instincts kicked in. He was like, I gotta run, I got drugs.
Yeah, exactly right. And then he realized, like, oh, no, I'm in a foreign country and I have no idea how the laws work here. So they'd actually already finished up. The Hockey Roos had been kicked out in the quarterfinals.
Right.
So they were finished. Their campaign was done for the Olympics, right? But the person he bought the drugs from happened to be a 17-year-old kid. And that kid was fucking loaded with drugs. He had like 18 vials of cocaine, like 75 pills on him, and a bunch of like LSD tabs and stuff like that.
Is it normal for kids to be selling that much?
This kid was packing, and the cops like fully got him, and like he went into prison for like 18 hours, and then he had to come out this morning, and he did a press thing in front of everybody, like being like, this decision was mine and mine alone.
I guess he's not playing hockey anymore.
Yeah,
Not great.
Yeah, well, he loses all of his Olympic privileges, which means I think he has to fly himself home.
I mean, listen, I'm going to come in defense of this guy. Is it that bad? Come on, guys. He's on a holiday. He's already finished what he needs to do, and he's just in France.
Hold on.
Paris.
You're representing the country.
I get that. Yeah.
You can't do that.
It's not a great look, but I want to say
it's just the same thing.
It shouldn't tarnish his efforts.
If a company sends you to like a company business trip and you do this kind of stuff, I don't think you have a job coming home, right?
Exactly right. That's 100% correct. It's like people should be able to do whatever they want to do themselves, and it's their own decisions. If they're going to make poor choices in other countries, that's totally fine. But like, if you're going to do drugs, don't do it in a foreign country where you don't understand the rules.
Is cocaine a performance-enhancing drug? I don't think it is.
I think it's more than just completely illegal. So is the problem?
Gang, it's illegal. Full stop.
If
police, you guys already heard my opinion of the Olympics. I just think everyone should be just juiced up.
If police see,
that's not juicing up. That's cocaine.
Doesn't matter. Give it to him. If it helps,
have you watched the movie Cocaine Bear?
Yeah.
Look at how crazy
my thing is just legalize all of it at this point.
Have you seen the cocaine sharks in
There's cocaine sharks too?
Yeah, cocaine sharks in.
We talked about this last episode.
Oh, did we? Okay, cool.
Come on, William. Jog your memory, mate.
Did we?
Yeah.
I like how I'm telling you a story that you probably told me.
The smuggling of drugs through like, I don't know, the Caribbean Sea or some shit.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, the sharks are getting
like
to
Barcelona, I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm already like, just let the Olympians do whatever they want.
Yeah,
let's not pretend that like half the Olympians aren't juiced up anyway, dude. I watched like the women's pole vaulting, dude, and you can tell which countries could afford the good steroids.
Have you ever...
Come on, man.
Have you ever seen how many condoms they go through at a Olympics?
What? The local pharmacy is like, yes, money. We're making so much.
France.
I thought they made a bait not to like support activities.
I get it though. You have all these Olympians, like all these like young, fit people together living in these like Olympic villages. They're getting to know each other. There's gonna be some boinking, dude. So they're gonna be getting to know each other intimately.
The French government provided 200,000 male condoms and 20,000 female condoms.
The government supplied it?
Yeah. I can't remember which Olympic it is. It's part of like because for the Olympics, they have to provide like bedding, food, all that kind of stuff. So when you do the bid for the Olympics, you have to show your plan of how you're going to do it. Yeah. And then like you have to provide all that stuff, right?
Right.
One of the Olympics, I don't know I don't know if it was quite a few years ago. Maybe it was the one that happened in South America. I'm not sure, but they ran out of condoms halfway through, and they had to like get truckloads of condoms brought to the
Truckloads?
thing. Yeah, like
my!
think 200,000 of anything. Like
Jesus, dude.
Like what's like a box of condoms comes in like I don't know, like a small can like this, right? A box like this.
Why can?
And then you think of 200,000 of these, bro.
Whoa,
that's crazy.
Is that 200,000 participants?
Yeah.
Is like Trojan a publicly traded stock?
There's not 200,000 people. They're just doing it 10 times a day. You've got the most physically like peaked human beings
in the world.
They're all between the ages
in the
of like
same village.
15 and like
of course,
30.
Dude.
They're like super fit.
Yeah.
They're all
it's also high stress. Right? So they're like they need to de-stress.
They're cranked up on testosterone. They're ready to go. And they're ready to go, William.
Honestly, it makes sense that the government supplies like the condoms or whatever. It's like sex ed, where it's like, we know you're gonna do it, just don't get pregnant.
Did you have sex ed at school?
Yeah, I did.
Because you didn't go to school. Did you have sex ed at your school?
No.
I have a story about this. So when they teach you to put a condom on a fruit, or like a whatever, right? You go home. Like the teachers were like, go home, bring back something to put like your condom on. And so did you have that?
No, mine was slightly different. You tell yours.
All right, so we all had to like go home and
No,
find
you're not showing yours, but
listen, the teacher wasn't very like the teacher was like, go home and find a phallic shaped fruit. The next class we're gonna
how many phallic shaped fruits are you gonna get?
There's not that many, man. It's logical how many there are.
Banana.
And you go home and you just pick out your fruit. So we're gonna learn how to put a condom on it. And obviously all the boys being like 14 were like, hey, I'm gonna find the biggest cucumber out there. Because clearly this fruit is representative of my manhood.
Yeah.
So you had people bring in like bananas, cucumbers. I brought a carrot. Listen, my mom was like, you're not bringing anything, like you're not bringing any of the expensive fruits.
Your mum makes you bring like a squash or something?
Yeah.
budget.
But I do feel bad because there was one kid who was special needs. I don't think he understood the assignment because he brought an apple.
Well, you don't know, man. There's all types of people out there.
He also
had a really hard time in that class trying to get the condom over the fucking apple.
We got it on, dude. That was me at 14 realizing those things are practically indestructible, and I mean indestructible in a loose sense.
I like how they made you bring the fruit. Like they couldn't
supply it.
Australian education is so poorly funded. They're like, you have to bring the banana.
Yeah, exactly.
You just go to Woolworths and get it one for free.
You know, you can go into Woolworths and get those free one for a kid. You just walk in and get your free
banana.
If I was
smart, I should have done that instead of bringing a carrot because the carrot was very funny. I looked at the carrot and I was like, which end do I put the condom on?
Luckily, you didn't have
the pointy end or the short end.
Luckily, you didn't bring the odd bunch carrots.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that would be terrible. Listen, I have some respect.
Hey, Kang, how come your banana's so bendy?
The unfortunate thing is the rest of the boys got a hold on the apple, and while the teacher was trying to teach the class, we were swinging the apple around like a bowler.
Of course you were.
Yeah.
Why would your teenage boys?
And they didn't separate the girls with the boys, so the girls, just the entire class, were mortified. we were trying real hard to put it on.
Bro, wouldn't the condoms like have like the sperm inside on it, right?
Yeah, it does.
It's
all slimy. It has lube and swim side. Yeah. I learned that in health ed.
Oh my god, it's like so disgusting though.
We washed our hands afterwards.
I don't think you eat the fruit.
No one ate the fruit afterwards, bro.
Somebody ate the fruit afterwards.
Someone ate the fruit afterwards. You can still eat a banana. A banana comes pre-packaged.
It's true.
Okay.
Just slip right in.
All right.
Well, that should have been way smarter. You just unpeel the banana and then put the condom on.
Oh my god, it just smushed up.
It's a way more
That was
accurate
smushed,
shape,
though.
kind of.
I went to school at Balgata, and they definitely divided us between girls and boys. And the girls went and did their thing, and we were given plastic bananas, like the ones you get like at IKEA, and then we had to put them on there. But what that means is Balgata's like a 90-year-old school, so I condomed the same banana that like somebody did 80 years ago.
Maybe different. Probably then they don't have that plastic.
True, maybe, yeah.
It's brand new,
They were
probably.
made out of stone or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what health ed is now. Like Lucas
Hasn't had it. He's 13.
Should he?
I had
okay.
health ed
He's
when I
only
was
2 years away from when I had him.
Oh shit.
Yeah, well, maybe not had him, but when I started potentially having him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had health ed when I was in year 5. So I would have been what, 11? Just getting ready for puberty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A couple of the boys started having some hairs growing their chins. Some of the boys started realizing what a boobie was. That's when they started teaching us health ed, like sex ed.
I think it's important you catch them beforehand.
Right.
But
Definitely, it's definitely important.
Yeah, I had plenty of friends who lost their virginity by age of 13.
Yeah. Well,
It's not ideal.
did they have the fruits? Did they know how to put it on?
Some were before the fruit. Jesus.
Okay.
That's why you got to get it in early, dude.
Understood.
Yeah.
I think the secret is you can't prevent it, so educate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are the teachers when I was like when we first had sex ed, and it was what year 11. So I was 11 years old because I was like year 5, I think. That's roughly just
Yeah,
before
yeah.
puberty. They tried to put a video on to kind of educate us, but we were too immature. So
course.
every time a penis showed up, and we just all started laughing.
To be honest, man, if I'm watching a cartoon now and a penis shows up, I'm laughing
Yeah.
then too. Like, what's the difference?
So there is a spectrum of like how early you teach, just because some you also we're not going to take it too
Interesting.
seriously.
Have you guys watched much of The Boys?
What?
Nah.
What?
No.
The Boys has a lot of penis in it. It's just like there's like the penis to like booby ratio is way off. It's heaps of penis all the time.
The boys is like the superhero. The
Yeah,
boys.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But that's trendy now, right? Like Deadpool and Wolverine. There's a lot of ass. We can talk about that.
Yes.
We've all seen Deadpool vs Wolverine.
Yes.
Wait, but should we save it for the end?
No.
So we can have it spoiled.
Oh, yeah.
because we haven't
yeah,
any
yeah.
words
All right,
like
this is
Okay.
the
spoiler
this is
section.
the heads up. At the very end of the podcast, we're gonna do a spoiler. I will do it one more time, and then after that, I want to hear any fucking complaints. All right, we're talking about it. I'm keen. I'm
Spoiler,
excited.
spoiler.
Yeah. So we'll do that later. But
Yeah.
I don't want to hear any fucking complaints. All right.
If you haven't, then go watch Deadpool Wolverine and come back and listen to us.
I had some complaints, and I wrote them as notes on my phone so I could address them. But my phone is up there filming, so now I don't know what they are. So next week, I'll put it on my computer and I'll address the complaints. I'm not going to admit to anything, but I'm going to yell at the people that complained about
Yeah.
things.
Okay.
So
Anyway, let's tune back.
that's for next week.
yeah.
All right. Back to Olympics.
Yeah, let's go back to the Olympics. Let's not talk about the apple in the condom anymore.
All right. So talking about Olympics, you talk about the story, and what were you talking about?
You just finished the story.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
the cocaine.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, and then that's it. Then
Yeah, but you had a story, right?
I just reckon he was just dumb enough to get caught. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
he stood in the middle of the most touristy street in France and tried to buy drugs off a 17-year-old child.
I reckon.
It's not a good plan.
What is your favorite sport in Olympics?
I know what mine is right now.
What?
I haven't watched the Olympics in a hot minute, but recently, for some reason, I've got right back into it. And the reason I've got right back into the Olympics is because skateboarding.
Because Utah is there.
What?
You know that Japanese skateboarder who has his own shoes. Utah.
I'm not sure about that. I'm actually not very tuned in to like the Olympian skateboarders.
Like
Yeah.
who's who?
Yeah, like who's who. Like the only one I recognize is like Nigel Houston, because Nigel Houston is like American and he's been around for a very long time, but I don't recognize a lot of the names. But Olympic skateboarding is great because a lot of the Olympic sports can be pretty, dry to watch. But I think they're making a good push to try to make it more palatable for like the casual watchers. And skateboarding is a great one. You watch it and you watch like people do some of the craziest tricks, some like athletics type stuff. I relate Olympic skateboarding a lot to acrobatics, right? Or gymnasts, where they're doing all the performance gym tricks.
It's true.
Some kind of deal.
There's already gymnasts in the Olympics, so now they've just added wheels to them.
Yeah, exactly.
More extreme.
And then they perform it in front of a panel of judges, and judges score them. Same thing as gymnastics.
Gymnatics.
Gymnastics.
This
That's been great.
episode is sponsored by Imperial.
Numismatics.
Yeah.
Where did that
About
come from?
man,
William?
because you said gymnatics and it rhymes with numismatics.
One of these days, I want to know how that brain of yours works, William.
Oh, it works in like crazy way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like obviously you
Crazy
listen,
ways.
You listen to the podcast back to like edit it,
Yeah.
right? It is funny like following like between the three of us watching us just like flip between shit and you're just like, what is happening?
There's one common thing that people like when they give feedback about the podcast. They're like, it's entertaining, and I'm like, thank you very much, but it is very chaotic, and I'm like, thank you very much. And I don't think they mean chaotic in a positive way, but I say thank you anyway.
I'm not sure. Like, even if we wanted to stop that, I don't think we could.
I think it's just we're three neurodivergents. Am I right?
Yeah,
boys?
yeah. Like some like I don't notice it when we're doing it, but like you listening back, we'll be talking about something, and then like often it'll be William will say something, and then we'd completely tangent, and we just never come back to the thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, goodbye.
Like how we almost left the Olympics again.
Yes. Yes.
So back on the Olympics, I'm real proud of Australia. Australia having like a pretty small population of 25 million now. We're third place in the Olympics currently. We're keeping up with the big dogs, USA and China. It's honestly very impressive. For me, I get the best of both worlds, right? Because I get to watch China compete and I get to watch Australia compete and I get to cheer both of them on. And I'm very, very proud of Australia.
Yeah,
we
I am.
smashed all the swimming categories. We did really great.
Crazy.
And I'm super, super proud of Australia because we did really good in the skateboard categories. So skateboarding comes in either street or park. In the street category, we didn't do so well. We didn't get any medals, but we in both the park categories, which are like objectively could be seen as harder, like the park categories, we got gold in both. So we got gold in the female and we got gold in the male.
Let's
So
go.
Super shout out to, I wrote their names down so I don't forget. It was like Alyssa True.
Isn't she's 14?
She's 14. She's 14. Smashed out gold in the park category.
14.
That's the hardest part about getting older is when you start to see people on TV do impressive stuff
Yeah.
and you realize they're 10 years younger than you. You're like, oh,
This
that makes me
This
feel
is
slightly
100% a young blood sport because in all the categories, like most of these kids were very young. We're talking teenagers up to like young adolescents, like young adults.
When you
You
reach
need that-
20,
yeah, they're
you
young.
can't walk anymore.
Yeah, the youngest
you need that young person elasticity. Like,
the youngest I saw was 11 years old. 11-year-olds, and they were
Shit.
competing. In
Wait,
the
hold on.
Olympics.
I just want to know, like, what is the lifespan of these athletes, right? So they're
not-
competing. Wait, hold on. They're
almost every
competing
sport is
so
30 years old, right?
they're competing so hard right now. So these 14-year-old, when do they go for like a knee construction?
They can keep going. Nigel Houston was 29 and he got bronze.
And now, how many knee construction have you gone through?
I can't remember, but he's had some pretty bad ones.
Denny, do the search. All right. So that's one thing, right? So like,
what am I searching? How many knee reconstructions?
what?
Just be like Nigel Houston injuries.
Yeah. So I just want to
How
know
the fuck do I spell that?
NYJAH.
what.
Niger.
Oh yeah, cool.
And then Houston spelled like the city.
All right. So that's the thing, right? With these athletes, right? So they are like so, how would I put it? Like so competitive.
Yeah.
And you know, they commit everything.
The idea is that the better you get, the less injuries you take. But yes,
Is he
understandable.
competing this year?
He competed this year in the park, in the street category.
In 2022, he tore his right ACL, fracturing his tibia and sustaining partial meniscus tears.
Makes sense. He's done some there's a thing in skateboarding culture which is like you go to these very iconic stair sets and you try to jump over the stair sets. And I've seen Nigel take some pretty bad slams.
Stacks, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But so the skateboarding category is split into two. It's park and street. Street is that classic. You do one trick, you get rated for it. Park is actually really cool. You get 30 seconds, you can get the course, and you got to try to make the most impressive like scoring set of stunts on a park. In
Interesting.
Australia, we smashed it. Alyssa True, she's 14 years old, got gold. In the male category, we had Keegan Palmer, also got gold. I watched that last night. Very exciting stuff.
Did you watch the video that I sent you this morning of Arissa?
Which one? Oh, no, not yet. No.
Oh, so because Arissa's 14, right? So she's a 14-year-old girl. Now, like, what are most 14-year-old girls into other than apparently being Olympic skaters? She was trying to convince her parents that if she won a gold medal, for them to buy her a pet duck. And now she's won a gold medal. And
Now
both
they have to.
both of the parents had agreed that if she won a gold medal, they would buy a pet duck. And she was super excited in the post medal interview, talking about how
That's real
her
wholesome.
parents both have to buy her a pet duck. And she's 14, so she's got like very like.
She could have asked for like most.
Yeah.
She could be 14 asking for a car. and then the parents would
now
have
she's
to-
got to go home, and her parents are like, "Fuck, what are we going to do with a duck?"
At least it's a duck, right? You know how like some kids are like, "Can you buy me a pony?"
Yeah, true.
that's a big
I
ask.
guess the duck can just live in the yard, and then when you're ready, you
Just if she wants a pet
her.
duck, the government could just give her a pet duck at this rate, dude.
Yeah.
She's
Probably like the government will dig a
national
pond
pride,
in his
mate.
backyard.
We're real proud of all like Olympians, Australia.
Free pond for you.
Yeah, give her a duck, dude. Just give her
not
one.
just one, 2 ducks.
yeah,
Yeah.
If, just tell her like for every gold you get, it's more ducks. You get just
She could have the whole farm at this rate, dude. Honestly, we're like real proud of these Olympians. And what I love about the skateboarding category, because I've been watching it quite a bit now, it's really, really, really wholesome. You know that there's that little bit of competitiveness that exists in all sports where it can be a bit hostile. But in the skateboarding category, everyone's so nice to each other. Everyone knows how hard it is. So when Keegan Palmer won gold and he did his victory lap, because he won gold and he had one more set to do. And when he finished the set, a bunch of other skateboarders came in the middle.
so he'd won gold before he finished the set.
Yes, correct. So
Oh, interesting. Is it by points or something?
It's
Is
by
it?
points,
Got
correct.
it. Makes sense.
So he had one spare set, essentially, like a whatever,
That's crazy,
it's like
right?
a victory lap almost. He did his set, and other skateboarders came up in the center, and they all hoisted him on their shoulders,
Oh,
like
amazing.
cheering them on. It was honestly a super great moment. Love just to see it. And I love
Very
and
nice.
It really kind of reignited my appreciation for the Olympics, I think. It's
All
really
right.
cool to see
Kang's
humans compete.
going back on the skateboard.
It's funny as well because there's the contrast of it. There was I think it was a South Korean lady broke the world record for shooting.
Yeah.
and her reaction was like she was just like, oh okay.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
she literally broke a world record for it.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. Do you remember Usain Bolt? Right.
Yeah.
He
was a phenomenon.
But this year, the men's 100-meter sprint was
Winner?
The world record.
world record was broken again.
Was it?
Yeah. Did you
I
hear
didn't
about
know
it though? No, I didn't hear shit.
I thought Bolt's record wouldn't be
Yeah.
beat for like quite a while.
I'll Google that real
Check
quickly.
it out. Because he was like quite the phenomenon.
Yeah,
Also,
he is.
it's funny his name is Bolt, which is
Crazy, right? I thought it was
Born
like
to
a nickname given to him, and then like, I did some research. Like, is his name?
The parents just had him, and they were like,
Yeah, it's
he
crazy.
looks like a Bolt to me.
So my favorite sport in the Olympics is badminton.
Yeah, it's good to watch.
Badminton is a pride and joy of Malaysia.
I think the racket sports are pretty fun to watch.
Crazy.
You can really engage in like how back and forth it is. There's a couple Olympic sports which I want to enjoy, but I can't quite digest it. Like fencing is
Okay, what do you guys think
for me to
if
understand?
pickleball goes into Olympics?
What the hell is that?
Pickleball is like a watered down tennis.
Yeah.
So
Why
like,
not just have tennis?
because now everybody wants to play pickleball instead of tennis.
What?
Yeah, it just take
Okay,
pickleball
sure.
is like taking over the current racket sports. Like
I'm open to watching it played.
yeah, but pickleball is like a yeah.
There was a peer-reviewed study that came out about 3 months ago.
Yeah.
That showed if you played any, there's a word for it, but like it's like projectile sports, like tennis or table tennis or whatever. You do it consistently 2 times a week at a minimum. You can add up to 10 years to your life.
Whoa, dude. Maybe that's how us Asians live so long.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Play badminton.
I used to play table tennis pretty competitively.
It's something to do with like
You want to play table tennis with?
no, I can play tennis and badminton.
Here's the problem. Badminton is hard because you try playing badminton outside.
No,
you can't
because
if there's
there's
any
wind.
sort of wind. You can't play the
Because the
sport.
shuttlecock is feather. It's made of feather.
It's funny you mentioned that.
Yeah.
You know how we talked about a few podcasts ago about how Nerf guns are just as dangerous as like the paintball gun things?
Yeah.
Do you know what the end of, you know how there's the foam that comes off the back of the thing?
Yeah.
It's so that it wobbles, so that it can't be as sharp going through the air. So a ball will just like shoot straight into your face or whatever and hit your eye. Whereas the Nerf gun dart bullet is always going to be,
It naturally slows
yeah,
itself down.
naturally slows down at the minute it leaves the thing, the second it leaves the thing.
So you can just change the darts then.
If you turn that to like a solid column,
Ooh.
it's like
Well, in the Nerf community,
Wait,
a
hold
lot
on.
of people do that.
Let me check
They
if I
shrink
can-
their darts down. So maybe that might
makes
make
Wait,
sense.
hold on. Let me check if I can buy a third party dart.
You can get some pretty impressive looking Nerf. This is us tangenting off.
Third
What the hell? How did we get here?
party
the shooting. I don't know.
Did you find out if the 100-meter sprint's been broken?
I might be wrong. I can't find it.
Okay.
I think it's because Usain Bolt has the 200-meter record at 9.58 seconds, but I think
200 at 9.5.
yeah, because Usain Bolt wasn't. It's he wasn't. He's not the fastest man in the world for the first like 40, 50 meters.
Right.
He picks up over his time, so he hits peak at 50 meters and then makes up for the rest of it. But there's another race that holds that first bit, but it was the 100-meter sprint that got beaten out this year. I think it's Noah Lyles is the guy's
What's
name.
the time?
4.75 seconds.
No,
so
no,
fast,
isn't it
bro.
Noah Lyles the guy who took out the Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Is it him?
What? Maybe? Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah,
The guy
yeah,
who
is
plays
it
the
him?
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah. So he took out the what's it that
Blue
that-
Eyes White Dragon.
and then the next card.
It's so fast,
I didn't see
man.
this.
no,
second card.
there's 2 cards. So he took out the white dragon first, and then he took out the you know what's the 5 card combined? What's the card game?
Exodia.
Exodia.
Yeah.
And then he won with Exodia.
Because his interview the next day was like, the girl was trying to interview him, ask him about it, and he was just like, if you know, you know,
you know, you
and
know.
if you don't,
Very
yeah.
cool.
It's true.
Because he knew it's pointless to talk about it, right? But 4.5 seconds at 100 meters. So visualize 100 meters. A dude going 4.5 seconds across that.
Yes,
That's so fast, bro.
so quick, bro.
Oh, it's true. It's true. Look, what they say is they cut the dart into half. All right, and then put a straw in the middle.
To stabilize it.
Hot cut.
Right.
Yeah, because
Let's
it's not
go.
wobbling around anymore, right?
We should get some Nerf guns here.
We do.
Do you have Nerf guns here?
Yeah.
Where?
We used it for an event where we did some old-fashioned Texas bang, like high
shootouts.
noon.
Oh no,
shootouts.
we don't not the shitty ones. Get the better ones.
Lucas has some good, decent ones. We bought some in New Zealand. that were like-
Why do you want Nerf guns, Will?
I love Nerf guns.
I've been on that side of Amazon where you can buy a Nerf gun that look very realistic. And,
Too realistic?
And it has real Piccadilly rails, so you can put like real life firearm attachments on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
I don't know if you can buy firearm attachments in Australia.
No, you can't.
It's a gray area.
I mean, you can, but you just
well,
can't.
No, you can, but it's like there's specific licenses. I
Do
mean,
you remember going through the airport and they've got that glass box of the stuff they've confiscated?
Yeah.
And and there's some like crazy stuff, and they're like a crossbow. You're like, which fucking guy was trying to get through the airport with a fucking crossbow?
Somebody, bro. Somebody.
he just
bro.
thought, yeah, guns are banned. I can bring this.
I can
bro.
bring that.
Australia is you can't even bring in like
So
wood.
if you go to Hong Kong, right? If you go to Hong Kong, airsoft, airsoft is legal.
Yeah.
So you can get like one-to-one.
I'm a little bit sad that we can't have airsoft here in Australia.
There was
But
a
I
weird
get it, though.
loophole for about 2 or 3 years, just gone.
No,
where
wait,
there was
hold on.
airsoft being
Gel
sold.
blasters.
Yeah, but they got banned pretty quickly.
Not only here though. Like I think in Adelaide is legal.
Oh, you can
something.
still get
Yeah, Adelaide is legal. Certain states is legal, the gel blasters, but not in WA.
I heard the reason why they got banned was because they can look too close to a real
Oh yeah,
firearm.
of course.
people like
resemble
holding up
firearms?
petrol stations and shit.
Yeah. People like like
It's not that they
you can
they're-
deceive someone, right?
Yeah.
It's not that they're scared of like the beads hurting someone. It's that you can use it to like fool people.
Yeah, that's right. That's the problem.
Also, like, some guy tries to like rob us here, and I'm like, it's just a blaster, like a gel blaster, and I like go to like grab him, and then he shoots me with a real gun. I'm fucked. It's a double cross.
Yeah.
That's why they ban
Like
it.
in my mind, I'll be like, I'm 20 years old, I can fight this guy, and then just the cops come in, I'm just bleeding out on the ground.
You guys watch those videos on Instagram where it's like, what to do if someone holds you up with a gun, and you're always in your head, you're like, this ain't gonna happen. That
Oh
guy's
yeah,
dead.
the best ones are the one where they're like, if you get attacked from behind in the car,
Yeah.
and it's like you undo your seatbelt and then you push the seat back, and in the meantime you're just like, ugh.
I love all the edits of those ones where it immediately hard cuts to the person like in heaven.
There's one where they put the seat like back straight like quickly.
Oh, it is the little buzzer,
and then the other the modern one's just like
Yeah.
the electronic ones.
In my car, when you get in the car, it's that electric seat thing, and it has the button push and it goes, and it like automatically does as well. But in the passenger seat, it's still one of those little spinning wheel things on the side. It's like, why has one seat got it and the other one not? It's
You know
so povo.
the classic horror situation of you get in your car, you don't check your back seat, and someone appears from the back seat. To this day, every now and again I check the back seat just in case. I know no one's gonna be back there. I'm just
Interesting.
gonna be like, oh yeah.
Well, does your car have that little like hole so you can get into the boot?
No, because you have to go through the chairs.
Mine does. Like you can like open it up and get into the boot.
my car can access the boot without having to
Yeah.
access the hole because
Just all the way through.
Yeah, all the
Just
way
so
through.
everyone knows, if you try to surprise me on the back seat by like getting up and holding a gun at me, I'm just gonna crash the car. I've seen the statistics. Statistically, you're less likely to survive.
because you're
I
wearing
will-
a seatbelt.
Yeah, I will completely flip the car.
What if you get like shot in the meantime though?
I will crash harder, so he dies as well.
I'll make sure if I'm going out, we're all going
Yeah,
out.
we're all going out. Back to the Olympics, boys. All right. Anyway, you guys watched the Serbia versus Australia basketball game?
No, I walked in
I
my
only-
dad yelling at the
I
game.
only
dude, it was
will
so good.
watch basketball if Team USA is playing.
That's because you're stuck on that NBA thing of like
Serbia nearly beat had pretty well against USA in the first
Yeah.
game as well.
USA
right?
had a stacked team, man. They have all the NBA All Stars, right? I mean, obviously,
Well, doesn't Serbia have the best player in the world?
yeah.
Yeah.
Serbia is one of those oddities where they have some like really good.
Well, I think
basketballers.
the top three players in basketball today are all European.
Yeah. They have a culture for it, surprisingly. But anyway, I watched Australia versus Serbia. We had it on at Northern Boards, so it was a lot of fun.
Oh, nice.
Everyone was like kind of watching it and cheering it on.
What day was that?
Tuesday night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We actually stayed.
Yeah, it's gone from like Disney movies to the basketball.
Yeah,
I
we
love that.
stayed till 11 o'clock post close because it was so entertaining to watch. But it was one of those games where at first you thought Australia ran away with the game. Australia was like I think 24 points or 30 points up, which is by second quarter they were up a lot.
Yeah, no shit.
And you can watch the Serbians like getting real frustrated. And there was a moment where like the Serbian coach was shouting at the players. He was getting real mad at the players, and I think that might have juiced up the play somehow because they climbed the points back. That third quarter was watching the Australians slip over and over and over again.
Oh, gross.
To have the Serbians catch up, which to be fair, fine. It made the game way more entertaining. That fourth quarter, super, super close. And it came down to overtime. It was, it's when you're really into a sport and you're supporting the team and it gets down to that wire, it's really fun to watch. But it's real tense, right? You want Australia to win. I really wanted Australia to win. And it was that like overtime kicked in. You really watched the game go back and forward. Unfortunately, Serbia won. Australia didn't win. I'm very upset.
Did they have any chance?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty good. It was
What did they lose by in the end?
2 points.
Oh, so
that is
close.
Yeah.
What do you think the coach yelled at his team?
Just like a lot of expletives.
If you don't win,
Well, it is Serbia, right? He might have like taken their chickens or something.
Yeah. And then
I'll take your land.
it's where it goes like in Australia, those guys are still coming back to a potential career. But if they screw it up in the Olympics, there's no more job for
Yeah,
them.
there's no job going back. Yeah.
The
We'll send you over to Croatia.
but to get to overtime, they had to draw the score, so it was real close. They got to overtime on the last 3 seconds.
Whoa,
Yeah. So
that was crazy.
real tense game. We got overtime. We played it out. I got real mad. Our resident chef Nem, who's Serbian, I wanted to be like kick him in the shins, be like fuck you.
That's crazy, man.
But yeah, basketball is also a great watch. A lot of the sports in the Olympics, if you haven't watched the Olympics in a while, it's actually
When is the Olympics ending though?
12th of August.
Yeah, it usually goes for about 2-3 weeks. Yeah.
Interesting.
Any other highlights that you've watched, guys?
I tuned into skateboarding. I tuned into basketball. I wanted to watch the table tennis finals probably. I'll check that out, and I will watch the basketball finals.
I watch archery.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't realize from the person shooting the arrows to the target is bloody far.
Yeah, it's far.
I was
dude.
like, because when you watch, right, it's just the archer and the target.
Yeah.
I was like,
on 2 different screens
so
most of the time.
easy.
Yeah.
And then you watch like a zoom out version, like, it's not so
Because
easy.
it's all about accuracy, right? And like, I guess any amateur could get good at like hitting it over there. So they have to make it fucking far away.
These are world-class athletes. You
Yeah,
have to
I
make
was
it
like,
challenging.
ooh.
And they're still getting bullseyes and such. Because I remember watching the archery category, and they were when the refs were walking around scoring the archery. I was like, oh, that's not too far. And then they zoom back out. And I was like, oh man.
It just keeps going.
Yeah.
Like you see, the javelin guy almost got past this year as well. He got past. He was like within like 30-40 centimeters of the end of the measurements, and he was only less than half a meter away from the cameraman.
Nice.
It was like it landed right in front of the cameraman, and the cameraman didn't even flinch.
He needs
But
better steroids.
It was like from me to you. The javelin landed from me to you. It's fucking pretty close.
That's fun.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And then the pistol category.
Oh yeah,
It's easy to see the target, and you're like, it's reasonable size. No, the target's tiny. It's like on an A5 size piece of paper.
And obviously, at this point, everyone's seen it, but like the Turkish guy,
Oh, that guy,
with no
John
gear
Wick.
on.
Yeah.
It's some of those guys are like decked out in like gear and like visors and all this kind of stuff. It's like why is everyone allowed to wear all this shit that makes it easy for them to hit stuff? What's going on?
And then this guy comes in John Wick style.
Yeah,
I reckon it's a why not, right? If they're not banning these gear, why not bring it with
True.
you? So
So it looks like Dragon Ball Z, like power of a 9,000.
This guy just comes in John Wick style, and then he became an internet
yeah,
sensation
he's like the
overnight.
Turkish hitman now.
Hopefully,
right?
next Olympics he's going in with 2 guns and just
That's great. That's great. I heard someone tell me that apparently like he had this whole thing where like his wife was like,
Oh, that was like a fake story.
was it
bro.
a fake
yeah,
story?
It's a fake story.
It was a great story. I thought
Yeah,
it was real.
it's a great
Apparently this
story.
whole
But
thing
just
of,
tell
like,
it like it is real.
Right.
We'll start reciting.
All right.
Sure. Well, the story was that apparently like back home he had this whole thing with like his wife's being like, you got to stop pursuing the silly goal of like, you know, being a competitive shooter. And he was like, I'll prove you. I'll show you.
That's an incredibly awesome true story, okay?
Yeah.
That's another
Goes in,
story. Like
gets
his
over.
wife divorced him, and then like he took his dog, and like he just want his dog back. I was like,
No,
bro.
that's too fake. That's
Remember
a John
when you
Wick
told the
plot
story
line.
about how you for your school thing, you
Yeah.
just rewrote
Assassin's Creed.
It's just like the same thing.
Same
right?
thing.
Write John Wick, but don't copy it too close.
He is John Wick.
Well, I remember when John Wick came out, you had a bunch of movies that was John Wick adjacent.
Oh.
Remember?
Oh no,
Just me?
wanna be John Wick. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the one with the guy from Breaking Bad? The judge from Breaking Bad. So not the judge, the lawyer from Breaking Bad. I forget his name. Bob.
Oh yeah, Mr. Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody came out and is by the same writer for the original John Wick, but he just kind of wrote John Wick.
Just
again.
wrote it again.
Yeah.
He like stole his cat.
Yeah, kind of. So
How far can you go down? You're like, you've stolen my otter. Not my otter.
the audience loves it when you get revenge for a pet dying. Like no one wants to see an animal dying.
That was the whole concept for my thing last week with the dogs. The dogs make it much more engaging.
Yeah.
I care way more if a dog gets like shot and
in
you
the
have to get
Titanic.
revenge.
If Leonardo DiCaprio was a dog, I would rather him survive than Rose.
I thought I had a unique idea with that game, and then during the week, I watched a bunch of like Instagram reels where like the football teams were like being associated with like what dog they are, and I was like, did I have an idea or
No.
did I see this somewhere else?
You just
Also, I'm
mentioned it,
disappointed.
and then the phone listened to you, and then gave you
True.
some algorithm. True.
I asked the audience to like tell us if we were dogs. Well, you know, let the audience rate us as dogs. But
did they?
No one's done that yet.
Oh, guys, fucking sort your lives out.
Yeah.
How many people have collected the M&Ms from you? How many do you reckon?
I thought they messaged you, not me.
Well, yeah, but some people have come and got them while you're here, or are they just
Oh,
stealing
really?
M&Ms? I have a spreadsheet on the computer that just tells that.
If you want the M&M, you can come get it. We're being for real.
Yeah.
Danny went
All
out
right,
and
this
bought
week's
M&Ms.
secret phrase is Space Hulk. Space Hulk.
What are we
Sure.
giving away?
I don't know. What do you want to give away, Danny?
Not Space Hulks. You're not getting a Space
No,
Hulk.
no, no. The secret word. The secret word.
Oh, yeah,
is
true.
Space
I guess it
Hulk.
was platypus the first time, right?
Yeah.
Olympic platypus.
What? I say the secret word is Space Hulk.
Okay. Space Hulk. What are you asking me for then?
No, what do you want to give away? M&M's again?
I can't keep giving away free shit. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay, then give no shit.
William's going to give you
Sticker.
free One Piece starter kits.
Yeah, William's gonna give away free things.
Free sticker.
If
You
you
can
say
get a
Space Hulk.
free sticker
All right, cool.
to Kang, and Kang will give you an Eternal Magic sticker.
You send us your email, your credit card details, and we'll send you a sticker.
Picture on the front and the back, please. Yeah.
Perfect.
Good transition to Danny's segment. Anyway, you gave us homework.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to go to our weekly
right.
weekly segment.
Put up the picture.
Do we have
on
a
the
name for
computer.
the segment?
Yeah, it's called
Danny.
A Marvelous Fellowship.
No, we just call it like.
No, it's the Marvelous Fellowship. We do this every week.
Okay.
Guys, don't fuck with it, all right?
Okay.
We do this
Fine,
every
fine,
single week. All right?
And the assignment was we have the Fellowship from Lord of the Rings, right?
Yes.
And compare them.
Wait,
to-
hold on. We name one character at a time. Like everybody say
No,
this.
I don't have one for everyone. I just have general suggestions.
What? No, that's wasn't
No, I already have one for everyone.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
Did you do your homework?
yeah, I said this now. I did.
Did you do your homework, Danny?
I did it today at the petrol station before I came here.
I didn't do my homework.
Oh, you suck.
Yeah, well, guys, it's hard.
Danny, put the picture up.
I'm getting to the picture.
Up there.
Wait, do you
Up there.
have a favorite Marvel character?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
I need it to.
I do actually.
Who
was it?
What's going on?
Ghost Rider.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Nick Cage.
Not that, like classic Ghost Rider.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why Ghost Rider?
Because he's cool.
He is very
He's
cool.
riding a bike, his flaming skull.
He is very cool.
And use chains to whip people. Oh my goodness. Is it not cool?
I think you're spoiled for choice for cool characters though in the Marvel Cinematic Universe
All right.
in general.
That'll do.
We do one character at one time,
All
right?
right, what we were supposed to do is we're each supposed to come up with a selection, a choice for each one of the characters, and we're going to vote between the three of us who won.
Right.
And then at the end, we decide whether the Fellowship would have survived and made it all the way through the journey based on the people we'd selected.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
No, here's how you survive the journey to Mordor. You bring one Hulk. You just give Hulk the ring and be like, Hulk, go. How are they going to stop him? How?
Magic.
When they
No,
got to the boats,
how?
he wouldn't have been able to sit on the boat. He would have gone through the water.
He just
Magic.
walks.
No,
under
I
the
can't
water.
because there was a big, massive ocean that he had to go through. He wouldn't have got through.
Magic.
He would have gone down the waterfall and then crushed onto the ground.
Did you not
give
see
Iron Man the ring.
Iron Man
we just
would have
fly
run out
into
of
the dome?
battery power.
What?
I don't know how our
The
power
arc
works.
reactor doesn't go off power?
He would have got rusty
Why?
because I said so.
Almost anyone in the Marvel universe would just completely crush Lord of the Rings.
Excuse me.
It's true.
That's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true at all.
Spider-Man could get the ring, no problem.
Is that zoop?
Fuck, Spider-Man might be able to do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, to your segment.
No. Go
What?
out here, the big bird would eat him because he's a spider. Fuck,
But he got spider sense though.
fuck your Spider-Man. Yeah, so does every other spider that he ate. Fuck you up.
Because Peter Parker's spider sense is so OP, there's a bunch of stories where it involves Peter Parker losing the spider sense temporarily. Just so the
To
writers
help- to help
the
the story
writers can
along.
actually make it believable
Yeah,
that he's
it's
been
like
caught
it's-
up.
But isn't that like most Marvel characters? Like they're all just like the next craziest guy.
Yeah. But I think Marvel's done a good job of like characters have obvious weaknesses as well.
What's
It's not like
Spider-Man's
DC really
weaknesses?
screwed themselves up by having Superman being a little too OP. Which they've done a really good job recently of writing more reasons for why Superman isn't as OP as you think and what he actually represents. I actually really like Superman as a concept. I don't read a lot of his comic books, but he's all right.
all right? Let's start.
Anyway, back to Marvelous Fellowship, our weekly segment that we do every single week. So the first things first, we're gonna just pick our characters and go around the thing.
Sure.
We'll
Aragorn.
start with
Aragorn.
We want to start with Aragorn.
Yes.
All right.
He's like
All right. Let's say it together in 1, 2, 3. Captain America.
John the Skrull.
what?
What?
Who did you pick?
The cap.
Yeah.
He
Captain
holds the
America.
team together. He's
Cap-
level-headed.
Well,
Captain America, bro.
I picked John the Skrull.
John the
Bro, this Skrull is
A
like
Skrull?
a
Skrulls are
alien though.
shapeshifters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone could be
He's
a
not a
Skrull.
shapeshifter.
Well, let me introduce you to John the Skrull. Let me.
I reckon Pippin could be a Skrull.
Yeah.
Well, I think so. John the Skrull is a leader and of men. This is John the Skrull. John the Skrull is John Lennon, but a Marvel character. So he was the leader of the Beatles. The
Didn't
Beatles.
John Lennon get assassinated?
He does die.
Yeah, John Lennon would be a better Boromir.
Potentially, actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change John the Skrull to Boromir.
Danny. Okay, fine.
Well, I thought it fit because he was like a leader of a team, and he was then
Captain America, bro.
We're going to cut straight to Boromir now because we're already on Boromir. I was going to put Boromir as Hawkeye because it's ironic.
Why is it ironic?
Boromir as Hawkeye.
Yeah, but why is it ironic?
Because Boromir gets shot by arrows.
I thought Hawkeye shoots arrows.
Yeah, so I was... This is the closest thing I got. I'm not going to pick Legolas as Hawkeye. That's too obvious.
Wait, hold on.
Well, I picked Bucky for Boromir because he was like conflicted and he was trained by the other side.
See, that's the smart choice.
No. I think Boromir is someone who's been corrupted by power, and that character should be.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see,
He's corrupted by power. He's like tempted
Hold
by
up.
power.
Are we sticking with? Are we going with John the Skrull for Aragorn?
No,
Or
Captain America.
Captain America.
All right, fine. I'll write that down.
2 out of 3 vetoed.
So, yeah.
right. So Boromir is someone who's been corrupted by power, and then he became good.
Yeah.
So I would pick the Quicksilver
Okay.
because he was
Yeah.
with Ultron,
Yeah.
and then he went to be good, and then he died. Huh?
Like
And
a
then he got
sacrifice.
shot like multiple
True.
times with a gun.
A good Boromir character
Huh?
would be someone that has a ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah.
Wait, who's the
greater
guy?
good.
The speeding guy,
Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
Who the fuck is Quicksilver?
The
The
mutant.
surf guy?
He's
No.
Magneto's son.
Like with Wanda in
With Wanda. Yes.
the Sokovia.
He's the one that goes really, really fast, and he's in all the X-Men movies.
Yeah, the guy, the silver. Oh, that's the Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
What?
That's Fantastic Four.
bro.
I don't fucking know. What is going on?
Oh my god.
Hold up a second.
Hey, bro, you say you did your homework.
I did some homework.
And we
I
didn't do our homework. Feels like we did our homework and you didn't do your homework.
I don't.
This is harder for me because
So
I
what's
haven't
his
watched
name?
Lord of the Rings in a
Quicksilver.
while.
Quicksilver.
Danny.
Oh, I just got the clothing brand. That's not gonna help.
Okay.
Marvel.
Gandalf.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Come on.
No, in
he's
the
an X-Men.
okay, wait. Hold on. In the
He's
movie,
not an X-Men, sorry, but he's a mutant.
in the movie,
Quicksilver is a fictional character appearing in American comic books published in Marvel. That's not telling me anything.
He's pretty big. He's pretty important
hey,
for a
he's
lot
a
of plot
fast
lines.
guy.
He's played by that guy that's married to that like 9-year-old lady.
Huh?
The actor, like the actor's married to like a 65-year-old lady or something.
You said 9. I was very concerned.
Okay, hold on. Okay, next one.
Hold on.
Okay, wait.
Wait,
Who
wait,
do we decide?
All right, you want to go with bloody Quicksilver for
Based on the movies, not based on comics.
for
so-
Boromir.
I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of get it.
Yeah, based.
Can
on the
we
movies.
veto it? I want to vote that.
I
down.
want to veto because I can't think of a better one right now. Because ultimately, Boromir's character should be someone that has a great sacrifice. But in
And
the
he
Marvel
was
timeline,
bad, and he became good. Huh?
but in the Marvel
he?
timeline,
I
people
don't
have
have no fucking
sacrifices and
clue.
come back.
Age of Ultron, he was with Ultron, which is bad. Then he became good, and then he
Yes,
sacrificed himself.
That is true.
He said to,
He did sacrifice
Yeah.
himself.
Wait, I didn't watch. Okay,
Oh,
hold
he
on.
actually made an incredibly smart
on.
choice.
Hold on.
I still want to
what?
veto him just so William doesn't get it. But
He's kind of like Iron Man-y, right? Iron Man is a big ultimate sacrifice at the end.
oh, true.
know what I mean?
But he
But
wasn't
he's
bad.
he was different. He was different.
Iron Man's too heroic. Tony Stark's too heroic for Boromir.
He's not
Yeah.
evil. He's not like greed or whatever.
Yeah, you're
because
right.
he was like.
I'm
tempted to
gonna
ring.
come out right now and say I haven't watched a lot of Marvel movies, so I'm
you've
not
not-
great. I've read more comics than I have watched movies. So
all right. Well, so so far I've got Boromir as Quicksilver and Aragorn as Captain America. I'm not super happy with the
it's not
choices,
bad.
but we're getting there.
hold on, you guys watched?
Gandalf.
Okay, hold on. You guys have watched the whole Marvel Endgame thing, right?
Yeah.
of course.
Who in the whole Endgame saga has an ultimate great sacrifice? Black Widow, right?
Well,
Black
Yeah,
Widow.
true.
Yeah.
Boromir's Black Widow. You know what I mean? She played for
But-
Hydra, I think.
what?
Yeah. She came from the Russian
True.
you know what I mean?
Okay.
Who else has a great sacrifice, like
Black
for
Widow?
the greater good?
Okay. Fair.
No Nebula. What's the?
Oh yeah, Nebula. Yeah.
Nebula.
Is that's the sister?
That's
Yeah.
Thanos' daughter and
Yeah,
sister
yeah.
of.
That's pretty
Gamora.
Does
good
she
too.
die though?
No, she didn't die.
I thought she got snapped.
Yeah, but she
No,
got
she
unsnapped,
came
right?
back.
Well, everyone
Well,
got
they
That's
killed
my
the evil
frustration.
one, but they didn't
Everyone's
kill the
coming
good one. So in Endgame, there's two of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So they
Did
killed
Gamora
the
die?
Sorry?
This is just massive spoilers.
No,
if you haven't
Gamora
watched
didn't
Endgame.
die.
If you haven't watched Endgame now, go fuck yourself.
No, Gamora didn't die.
Ridiculous.
No, she died because of the stone, and then they took another one from another
Yeah.
timeline.
Okay, moving on. We'll have Boromir as dead person.
Quicksilver.
Okay.
All right, sure.
Black Widow.
It's a girl.
Yeah.
Also, how is any Boromir? He's like a knight.
But
He's like
the
very
thing is-
like strong and gently.
But so is
Can't be
Quicksilver.
like a ninja girl. It's crazy.
All right. We'll be moving on.
He convinced me.
Okay.
I still want to argue with William, but he's probably right.
Yeah, I know.
Makes sense.
Gandalf.
Have you watched any of Quicksilver's stuff?
No, fuck no. I don't know what the
No,
fuck
on
he's
YouTube,
talking about.
on YouTube, just go like watch like Quicksilver goes really fast. A lot of the CGI.
All right, should we
did-
pause the podcast and I'll go watch it now?
No, okay.
But the CGI they do for
Gandalf,
his
hey.
scenes are crazy.
Pretty good.
It's
I
really
remember-
cool.
He is. I do remember the Age of Ultron thing though. That makes sense.
Okay.
I get.
Time,
See,
like
see?
he moves so fast for him, time slows down.
Slows down.
He
Right.
runs around and
Gandalf,
crazy
please.
stuff while everyone's
Gandalf,
frozen in
please.
time.
Gandalf, please.
All right, I have one for Gandalf.
All right, I go on. 1, 2, 3. Doctor Strange.
Ancient one.
What the?
Professor Xavier.
Oh, that's so good.
Because he's already played by Ian McKellen.
Okay, fine.
You got
I
that.
agree.
You got that duo of Ian McKellen and stuff.
Agree.
No, but no, Professor Xavier wasn't Ian McKellen.
Oh, isn't it?
No, it was Picard from Star Trek.
I don't fucking know.
Right?
Well, the ancient one is this guy.
Yeah. Which is now played by a girl.
I don't know what the fuck I'm
The
doing with
lady
this
in
thing. Here we go.
the Marvel Cinematic.
Yeah, it's played by this guy, and he once had a black beard, and then he came back to life with a white beard, which is like,
Like
he-
the Gandalf
But it's
for white.
but the problem is with the character though. It's not the look.
Anyone that gets really
It's
old gets white hair. They become Steve the old.
it becomes
Steve
like
the white.
this person is evil though.
is he?
The
No,
ancient
no,
one?
that's a good character.
They're like neutral.
Yeah,
the ancient one's like turbo neutral.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
is what
I know,
Gandalf
like-
is, because Gandalf is like a being,
But-
that's supposed to guide the balance.
Xavier, I would
like-
agree with Xavier.
For me, Xavier, because he's like a mentor figure that has like subtle but strong ramifications of all the people, and he's an
Okay.
educator
Xavier.
Spell
with an X,
Xavier. Oh,
Xavier.
something like that. Sure.
Yeah, Xavier. It's true.
Xavier.
Or just type in Professor X comes up.
Xavier.
Professor X.
That's my take. What did you say, William?
Is he the guy that's in the chair?
Strange makes sense. Yeah, he's the one in the chair.
The chair guy. But Gandalf, I guess Gandalf rides a
On a
horse.
horse, yeah. Shadowfax.
Shadowfax
Yeah.
the wheelchair.
And,
I feel like Shadowfax could be a name of wheelchair brand.
Gotcha. And like Professor Xavier is not a very combative guy.
Make haste, Shadowfax.
Me.
He's not a very combative guy, but he also
True.
could fuck you up at any time he wants. Like Professor Xavier is an omega level mutant.
Yeah.
He's the highest tier mutant you can get.
You know, like at the start where Gandalf comes on his cart with all his fireworks and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That's what it's like Professor X, but instead of a wheelchair, it's on a cart. Led by a donkey.
True.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Agree.
in Days of Future Past,
I
he's an
agree.
essential character in saving everyone, just like Gandalf the White came back.
I'm going to have to figure out
I agree.
a better way to do this because I'm shocking at this.
All right, moving on.
All right.
Wait, William, Strange. Why Strange? Because he's Magic Man?
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Like,
makes sense.
after some great explanation from Kang, then I accept that.
All right, moving on.
Convinced.
Legolas. Only one guy. Only one
I
guy.
don't want to say it. You say it. Oh, God. Come on. It's just because he has a bow, right?
I went with Union Jack.
Who the fuck?
I think I know.
Let me pull up Union
He's
Jack.
like a Great Britain mutant.
Are there any elves in the Marvel universe? I think
yeah,
There is.
Yeah, like
There
Malekith
is.
and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're
Dark
right. You're
elves,
right.
yeah.
You're right.
This is Union Jack. Union Jack, he is a super sharpshooter guy.
Yeah.
But he's also British, so he's a little bit racist. And he's great with knives. So very elfy, I thought.
Oh, knives, you say?
Yeah, he's great
So
with
very
knives.
London.
He's great with knives and shooting.
That's pretty good.
And in Britain, they do love knifing each other.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's in the news all
Danny,
the time.
I agree with you.
Ooh.
This
You're
one.
not going to get shot in London.
Pretty
You're gonna
good.
get stabbed, right?
yeah, well,
Because he's like the Captain America of Britain, right?
Yeah, but Captain
Yes.
America got there first. But
he
he's
was-
a cool one.
the Union Jack was a little bit more on like holding the borders down. So I feel like that's very
Whoa.
elfy. You know, the elves only want to help the elves for
Captain
the most
Brexit.
part. Yeah, Captain Brexit is actually very funny.
Okay, fine. Agree.
We're sticking with you, Jack. Oh,
I
I won
agree.
one.
Legolas is Union Jack.
To me,
We don't have better suggestions.
what was yours?
I don't have one.
Yeah. See?
So it's mine's already better
listen,
than yours.
The truth is, Legolas is really boring as a character.
What? He can like walk on top of snow and like drink more beer than
He's really
Gimli.
boring.
All right.
Come on, bro.
Legolas is pretty. He's the cool guy that does cool things and is good at it, but it's very boring.
Kang.
Who's a boring character in Marvel?
We'll put it.
That's fucking
We'll,
a lot.
we'll put in.
Remember he is just Hawkeye.
We'll put in Union
True, yeah,
Jack.
inconsequential.
Yeah.
You're gonna keep me with what was your? What were you gonna say?
A good Hawkeye.
That's Hawkeye.
So
obvious.
Union Jack sounds nicer.
Yeah.
just like Legolas is kind of cool, but ultimately kind of lame. So is Hawkeye. He's cool, but he's still kind of lame.
Old mate that plays him. The guy from Pirates of the Caribbean who plays the guy. What's his name?
Orlando Bloom.
Orlando Bloom. Is he English or is he American?
Ooh.
Jesus.
I guess I'm the Google guy.
Bro, you have the computer.
Orlando Bloom. I also can't spell, so it takes way longer to.
Gimli
is Rocket Raccoon or Groot.
He's English.
Oh.
He is English.
Union Jack it is.
Union Jack it is.
So
Gimli is both Rocket Raccoon and Groot combined.
He needs to be Groot. I feel like he's Groot.
Or he's what's his face? Drax.
Yeah, true, Drax.
You might be surprised, but I have a different choice. I've gone with this guy. Devil Dinosaur. Because he's tenacious and strong, and in the movies I think we've discussed this on here previously. Devil's Dinosaur has super strength and super stamina.
If you don't know who Devil's Dinosaur is, he's a big red dinosaur. You know Clifford the big red dog? Think that, but with sharper teeth.
Man, Devil Dinosaur is really cool. Look at him. He's a T-Rex.
The merch for him would have been crazy.
He's like friends with the Moon Girl and stuff like that. Very cool. Most importantly, I think we've discussed before how Gimli, the guy who played Gimli, was allergic to the stuff for his beard, so he went a little AWOL during the filming. And I feel like nothing's more AWOL than a T-Rex.
I agree with you this one, Danny.
I win too.
You're siding with the dinosaur?
Yes. He makes so much sense, though.
Thanks.
Okay, sure.
This is an enormous competition to me. So
it makes sense because Danny made so much sense that I'm like, I have to agree.
You're being coerced, dude.
No, I'm not coerced. It's just sense.
All right, sure. Gimli is a big
He's also
dinosaur.
red. Gimli wears kind of red clothing.
Yeah.
So.
It's like a ginger beard and stuff. Yeah.
Sure. Who we got?
Gimli has an axe and a dinosaur has
tail.
fuckloads of teeth. So
Right. Well, now we're on the Hobbits. I actually think this is when it gets hard.
all right,
The Hobbits is when it gets hard.
The Hobbits was actually the hardest one for me as well.
Absolutely.
It took me a while to like.
Should we start with the
lock
obvious
these
one? Should
down.
we just start with
Have we done all the adults?
Yes,
Oh,
all
you've done
done.
the adults.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wait. The guy behind that. Look.
Don't look at the picture, William. The picture doesn't count.
Okay, fine.
Background actor number 4. All right, we want to go for the less significant.
Nah, start at the top. Let's start at the top.
You want to start at Frodo?
Yeah, start at Frodo.
All right.
Because Frodo is Spider-Man. Frodo is Peter Parker, right?
Ooh.
Peter Parker is that like classic soul of innocence, that the heart and soul of what the Avengers trying to strive for, the playfulness that like kind of comes in. That's what I feel like. Because for me, Spider-Man's always been like a bit of that, the heart.
They are younger as well.
Yeah,
Well,
and
actually,
Peter
no.
Parker's
Frodo's
also
like
quite
110 years old or some shit.
Is he?
Yeah, he's quite old. He's like
Even when they first meet?
in the books, Sam is like half the age of Frodo, and I think Frodo's
But
like
in
70 or
Hobbit
80.
terms, is Frodo still young?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, at least for me, it's a Spider-Man feel.
Because the difference between the movies and the books, I guess, is the between the time that Gandalf first comes to, like the ring gets handed off to Frodo,
Yeah.
and then when Gandalf actually comes to take him is like 30 years.
Gotcha.
It's like fucking ages. So he's Frodo, just like the way that Bilbo has extended life. Frodo also has the extended life, and people in the Shire are starting to notice that he too is like living longer than he probably should have done. So then it becomes sus because both the hobbits lived longer.
Okay. So do you have
Do you have a suggestion?
William?
I am thinking.
What about you?
I chose Lego Captain America because it's the hero that nobody wants, but you need.
Okay.
You need the lockdown middle character of like
What? Lego Captain America?
Yeah, because-
bro, I'm not going to accept that, bro.
Wait, hold on. What does Lego Captain America look like?
Heck no.
Why am I asking? Of course, it just looks like Captain America.
yeah, it's just Captain America, but as a Lego.
My
Like
God.
you don't like Captain America's not the most exciting guy, but you need the centerpiece, right? But
Captain America is very boring, but what he does is
he's
cool.
kind of required, right?
Yeah.
So
He
it's
makes
like,
sense.
But I didn't want to give Frodo the strength of Captain America, so I picked Lego Captain America because it's a bit more middling. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if Lego Captain America is also hanging out with like real like CG Hulk, he knows his place.
It makes sense because Captain America is, while everyone likes, like most people will like Captain America, he's no one's favorite.
Exactly. So So we're going with Lego Captain America, I assume?
Who's a Frodo for you? Well, Frodo could also be someone that is tasked with a great burden that they have to carry as well, right?
Captain, I know. Iron Man.
Is Iron Man burdened?
Is it
Is he
really?
burdened?
Yes.
I guess he's got the ring on his chest.
He's no. He don't have already, right? In the movies. So he's burdened by not being able to rest.
He can't rest?
No, because he's always like what Pepper said.
So the bitch doesn't sleep?
No, because he has so much responsibility. Like he's kind of the pseudo leader for everything.
So he's just stressed out.
Yeah.
yeah, he
He's
can't
So he
rest.
just feels like me on a day-to-day basis. Sick.
You don't have the suit though.
Am I Iron Man?
Without the suit. So
Without any of the special
wait,
abilities.
So when he found out that he could time travel, he wanted to can it, but Pepper said like, "Would you rest?" And he couldn't. Iron Man.
Are we going to accept Iron Man over Lego Captain America?
Yes.
I can't believe I'm leaning closer to Captain America.
What? Where did you get Captain America though?
Because I don't get an Iron Man feel. I don't get a Tony Stark feel
And he sacrificed himself at
from
the
Frodo.
end. He snapped.
Frodo didn't sacrifice himself at the fucking end. He took the ring and Sam had to
Wait.
shove the cunt in the thing.
He took
I
the
know for sure doing
Infinity
C-bombs.
Stones. He took the Infinity Stones from Golem, which is Thanos.
Yeah, but he didn't. Sam did the work. Frodo was too. It's not a judgment on Frodo's character. I think he's a necessary. He is a hero, but he's been too long corrupted by the ring.
Okay.
I think that's something the movies did him a little dirty on. Like they made him look a bit shit because they didn't highlight the fact that he had like 30 additional years of being corrupted by the ring before going on that journey.
What I didn't realize in the movies don't capture that sense of how long that journey was.
Absolutely, yeah.
They were on that journey for like years.
Yeah.
So Frodo was holding onto that ring for a crap load of time.
Yeah. And as the ring got closer
like
to
Tony
Mount
Stark.
Doom, it got
stronger,
It
right?
got stronger. So the corruption
Remember
became
all the
unbearable.
dreams that
Because the
Tony
whole
Stark
thing,
had.
the whole thing was Gandalf gave the ring to the hobbits because he was like in his head, he was like, they're the hobbits, they can't get corrupted.
We do have one problem here, though. As much as I want Lego Captain America, we've picked regular Captain America for Aragorn.
That's what I said.
So
You're gonna have two Captain Americas.
I guess it is.
No.
No, because Captain America is the Captain America of the humans, and then Lego Captain America is the Captain America of the hobbits.
But Tony Stark had all the dreams, though. All the burdens.
2 liters.
The burdens of all the Avengers
should we move
dying.
to
You've got the swing and vote here, mate. You got to pick one.
We're moving to Sam.
No,
Wait,
you got
wait.
to pick one.
I'm not picking Tony Stark. I hate this.
Lego Captain America, baby.
Why wasn't my suggestion on the palette?
What'd you say?
Peter Parker.
No one cares.
Nah.
Well,
Nah.
moving on to Sam then. Sam is the real hero of the story.
Right. Sam, I think it could fit Peter Parker.
Sam is like the unsung real hero of the
Which is
story.
Peter Parker.
Yeah, okay, sure, I get that. I can accept that. Sam is like loyal and he's
What do you have,
strong-headed.
Danny? What do you
so
have?
he's loyal and he's like
Bucky?
he's loyal, faithful.
I don't even know
He's
where it's gone anymore.
true hero, like unsuspectingly strong. So yes, he is kind of like Spider-Man.
I picked this guy.
What?
What?
It's Hulkling. It's Child Hulk, and he's carrying the team.
Why does Child Hulk look just like a regular human but green? That's real lame, dude.
All right.
Look at this photo of it.
Unfortunately, Danny, I'm not going to accept
Hold
it.
up a second. Let me bring up my notes so that I can read you a song of my people.
Okay.
If I can just find my fucking mouse. All right, Hulkling. Sam. He's. Oh, let me do this. He's super strong. Because it's Sam, he carries the packs all the way, and then when they have to leave the Fred the horse behind, Sam just carries all their shit from then on for the rest of the fucking travel, right? So he's super strong. He carries the team. He's Sam could almost have done the. I'm reading my notes out loud. He could have almost done all the work of the other team. Like he does the boat and he carries Frodo up the side of Mount Doom. It's like he does all
It's
the
just
shit.
strength, but it's nothing to do with like the motivation, like the charisma
willpower.
and stuff like that. You don't have that.
Sam is that hero character where when the hero falls, Sam is there to pull
It's
the
just
hero
strength.
back up.
You're just talking about strength, but not like charisma and like,
You don't know that Hulkling doesn't.
bro, it's just like pure rage
which Marvel character eats potatoes?
and two breakfasts.
All right. Well, what are your suggestions then?
I said Peter Parker.
We both go. Am I getting outvoted on this
Yeah.
one?
Yes.
All right.
If you can have Lego Captain America. We're having Spider-Man.
All right, fair. I've won. I feel like I'm doing all right here on the numbers, so I'm okay to secede to.
All right.
Cap. What was it?
All right.
What was it? What was your guy's name?
Peter Parker. Spider-Man. Peter Parker.
All right, Spider-Man.
For Mary
Who's
and
even
Pippin,
heard of Spider-Man?
I have a combo.
I think Mary and Pippin should be rated
Wait,
together.
hold on.
'Cause
I have
they-
a combo.
Yeah.
Groot and
Rocket
Rocket.
Raccoon.
Yeah.
For who?
Mary and Pippin.
Yeah.
Because it's like funny and like mischievous. And that's that too. And then
For
like,
me,
I don't love it.
Mary and Pippin are like the
Combo.
background characters in Deadpool.
yeah.
You know, you appreciate that they're there in the movie, but you're really there to watch Deadpool, right? Mary and Pippin is like the taxi driver in that movie.
What do you have for both combo?
Well, I didn't combo them.
I combo.
All right.
Okay.
I picked for Mary. Spider Ham.
Yeah. Okay. I get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because let me
Okay. You sold it. You solved it on us. You showed Spider-Ham. We get it.
Most importantly, his name is Peter Porker, which is quite funny. He's comedic effect in the movie, but yes, yet still strong. He's still like he's comedic, but yet effective.
Just like Rocket.
Just like Mary. He's all about the
Just like
food
Rocket.
and the smoke and the good times, which I feel like is very important to Mary. Like it's all about the joy and bringing together. He wants to help his mates, but he also would rather just be at home, just hanging out, wallowing. Some would say, wallowing in like second breakfast.
He's done it. He somehow convinced us. It's
Because
Spider-Ham.
you can't be full. He can't be a fool because they're hobbits, right? So they have to be.
I get it.
Statured down a little bit.
Okay. What's the Rocket Raccoon? He's small.
He is, but he's too like Rocket Raccoon is like smart and like super good on the weapons.
Okay.
Pippin is the cooler one.
Wait. They were like throwing stones.
Yeah,
Mary and Pippin.
that'll come in. That'll come in my Mary. I mean my Pippin. Sorry.
Okay, fine. I'll see a combo first before I decide.
Did you have a suggestion for Mary?
No, my suggestion for Mary Pippin was really boring, dude. Their background characters.
Okay, wait. Hold on.
Whoa.
Come on, guys.
Finish off your both. We combo out.
you on my-
Okay, hold on. I don't know if Mary and Pippin were cooler in the books. I haven't read the books, but in the movies,
Yeah.
All right.
A lot of their scenes were like cut in the extended edition.
Combo.
Because the part with the Ents is actually the D-Day of like attacking Sauron's lairs.
They're like that is what broke the tie.
Yeah, it's the D-Day, a turning event of the war, right? Of everything. Because if Sauron had been able to unite with Saruman, or Saruman had been like defeated but was able to leave and reignite his orcs with Saruman, fuck everything. The whole story's done, right? So the Ents coming through, and for them to convince the Ents even to get out there and move was like critical point of the thing. And again, it's something that lost to the movies, right? But I get, I
but
totally
imagine
makes
it's
sense
like
from
one
a
of those
theatrical-
dialogue things where you have to read the books to understand the gravity of it.
I totally get from like a theatrical point of a movie. Probably not super exciting because it's just like a fuckload of talking. Like there's not a lot going on there.
No, I get it, but I get it though, because each of the hobbits represent like an essential, critical, like I want to say human element to how they beat Mordor, and like Merry and Pippin provide that like negotiation, convincing the greater than life what it means.
Well, I think
for the Treants.
the Ents were at a point in their like existence of like a million years where they were like, they're like, oh, the world can end. It's fine. Like we're at this point where it's fine. But it was the innocence of the Merry and
hobbits,
Pippin, to really convince them that like these guys care enough, and they're trying to
worth
get
fighting
nothing
for.
out of it. Like they're just doing this for basically everyone else. I think it's really what pulled them across.
Okay.
And that's why for Pippin, I chose Bart Simpson.
Hold on,
Wait, hold
Let
on.
me think. Hold on.
It's not Marvel though.
Wow, it is.
Okay.
If you open the umbrella just a little bit more.
So we're playing all of Disney.
It was like a Star
Any
Wars.
Disney.
Well, only if I say so.
Why don't you just put C-3PO and R2D2?
We could have the
These
rest
are my
of
rules
Disney.
to break, William.
I don't want to agree with that. But this is
But
mischievous.
can I he's always getting into trouble, which Pippin is. He is the troublesome.
Boromir is Anakin Skywalker.
No. We can't do backsies now. We voted. I left this one for last for a reason, all right?
I want to put
Let's hear about-
R2D2 and C-3PO as my choice for Mary Pippin.
Yeah, I get it. I'm with William. It's R2D2.
We've already voted on Mary. Fucking, you can't change it
Wait,
now.
I said combo. We said combo.
No, you said combo. I said no combo.
All right. So why Bart Simpson?
He's good with a slingshot, which is like them throwing rocks. He's always getting himself into trouble, but he always saves the day. Always comes through. Think about when Pippin accidentally pushed over the skeleton and it falls down the well and it brings all the orcs.
Yeah.
That's a very Bart Simpson accidental.
It is Bart Simpson.
And then when Bart Simpson when
Danny.
Pippin looks through the eye of Orthonk, the ball, remember the mesmerized ball?
Yeah.
And then he brings Saruman's vision. It's a very
thinks.
Bart thing to do, but he feels bad about it. And he really wants to make up for it.
Bart is that classic.
Isn't that Mary who did it?
No, it's Pippin.
Oh, Pippin.
Yeah, Bart doesn't necessarily mean harm, but he's just foolish and sometimes hurt.
All right, Danny. I agree, but this is the last time I'm doing this. No more homework.
What do you mean?
This is
the
William's
subject.
last
This is
I don't want to do this anymore.
This segment happens every week, guys.
He was all okay with Lego Captain America, but Bart Simpson was the line, dude.
No.
That was too much.
It's over. It's over.
Oh dear. So I just want to. So what was your suggestion?
I just said my combo.
Yeah. Well, what combo?
All right, it's either like Groot and Rocket Raccoon, or C-3PO R2-D2 now.
I'd actually
Wait, between Mary and Pippin, who is R2-D2 and who's C-3PO?
Ooh, the naughty one should be C-3PO.
Yeah, makes sense.
So Pippin is C-3PO.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. And do you know my Mary selection was actually Groot earlier, before I decided on Spider-Ham, because it's like, he's a bit younger, they kind of fumbled their way through the situation. My only problem with your combo is that Rocket Raccoon is like incredibly intelligent.
Yeah.
He's super smart,
eccentric,
and he's too resourceful. Like it's not the hobbits just kind of flop their way through the entire situation by accident. Whereas if Pippin had the nuance of Rocket Raccoon, he'd be super intelligent and figure everything out all the time.
Okay,
So
agree.
instead, it's Bart Simpson.
Agree.
Yeah.
Lost.
All right. So will this team survive Mordor? Yes.
So we've got
definitely.
So we've got Gimli is Devil Dinosaur, Aragorn is Captain America.
Yeah.
Gandalf is Professor X. Spider-Man. Sam is Spider-Man.
We just send Gandalf in and just win.
Yeah.
Frodo is
Just mind control Sauron.
Hold on.
Frodo is Captain Lego America.
Yep.
Pippin is Bart Simpson. Merry is Spider-Ham. Legolas is Union Jack. And Boromir is Quicksilver.
Yeah, this team is no problem.
Now,
They always get on the back of the dinosaur.
We'll just very quickly go for step by step. At the initial meeting, are they coming to agreement on how they do things?
Oh, very easy. I tell you how. This is my story.
Okay.
Pass the ring to Boromir. Boromir just goes into the thing and dump it. Because
Yeah,
he walks
Quicksilver.
so fast.
Yeah, they just give the ring to Quicksilver. He's there.
Done.
Takes 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
And if he
Done.
can get corrupted by the ring, you just give the ring to Lego fucking Captain
Captain
America.
and hold
He's
Captain
made of
America and go
Lego.
there.
He's made of Lego. I'm sure he can't get corrupted. Quicksilver just zoom.
He's the most incorruptible. He holds the ring like this.
You could just give Lego Captain America the ring and be like, we don't need you to dump it in Mount Doom. Just keep it. Just hold on to it. He's fine.
How does is Quicksilver just Flash?
Yes.
It's just the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's just like in and out.
But if he moves super quickly, what if the ring corrupts him at an increased pace?
That's why you give it to the Lego man.
Yeah, Lego man holding it while he's holding the
But
Lego
when
man.
he got too close to Mount Doom, he would melt.
Actually, you know what?
he's made of
Hold
plastic.
on. They have Professor X, right? Professor Xavier. Professor Xavier is like a mental kind of character. He just shields.
Yeah.
He shields the team from
Protects-
mental corruption.
protects Boromir from getting corrupted. Ah!
How are they gonna
This
stop-
fellowship works because they all need each other. They work together.
Yeah.
They need Lego.
X-Men.
They need Lego Captain America to hold the ring. Professor X saves the team from getting corrupted.
That's right.
Quicksilver.
You're also forgetting that
Wait, no, it can't be Quicksilver because
Why?
in Lord of the Rings, Quicksilver he has to die. Boromir dies.
Oh yeah.
He just jumped straight into the Mount
He,
Doom.
he overshot it.
He doesn't
Yeah.
get that
He
far, bro.
overshot
He's
it.
got it. They got to go there as a fellowship.
Yeah.
But you just said that how will this team survive? Like, yeah, they just did that.
Yeah,
Everybody survived. This
I'll
whole
change the rules of this game
This
whenever I
whole
want.
team will survive. Captain,
Also, you got
Professor
also,
X would just
Professor
protect
X
everything.
is crazy OP.
Yeah.
He's a mega level mutant where he really,
Yeah, but he's on a cart. Remember?
he doesn't need a walk because he's so strong, right? Like in the
He
comic
just,
books.
he just called the eagle down. Like, hey,
No,
you come down
in the
now.
comic
No,
books,
don't give me that shit, mate. I don't want to fucking hear nothing about the
Bro,
Eagles. All right.
He's like Professor X, bro. He can
They
do
have a
anything.
bad time of showing like what Professor X is capable of, but that's because of his own like he's a good person, he's a moral compass. But when he doesn't actually truly care, the mind control thing is insanely powerful. And if he wants, he just kills you. He just makes you brain dead. It just thinks about it and your brain dead.
Okay.
Like
Right.
Instagram.
So hold on. We're gonna go
You can
into
give people brain rot like
we're gonna
crazy.
go into the spoiler now. This is spoiler warning.
Are we
last
talking
warning.
about Deadpool now?
Yeah, because I need to talk about Deadpool because
I get it. Yeah.
yeah. So you know,
Okay. So, formal warning: we've been here for an hour and 20 minutes, gentlemen. So, thank you very much for tuning into this episode
Fuck,
of
it's
the
been an hour and
Boardcast.
30 minutes.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. So thank you for tuning in. It's been fun. We had a crazy segment today. Thank you very much, Danny.
No worries.
And if you don't want
Every
to
week, guys, we're doing Marvelous Fellowship. Is what I called that one. Or Fellowship Marvel. I don't know.
not
Marvelous-
doing it
yeah.
again.
all right,
No,
.com.
every week we have the
.au.
same. We have the same segment every week.
all right.
Right?
We all went out and watched the new Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yes,
so
sir.
we're going to talk about it now. Spoiler time starts now.
All right. So you know how powerful is Cassandra, right?
Yeah, Cassandra.
That's
Nova.
the sister.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
the twins. The twins. Because
that's pretty much the bad version of Professor.
How
X.
did you feel about the CGI of her fingers? Good or bad?
it was really cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Creeped me out, but it was very good.
Some of the scenes it looked incredible, and some of them were very clearly CGI. From
no matter
shot
what.
to shot,
Yeah.
it changed the level of CGI.
I could
that
tell
went
it's
into it.
I could tell it's CGI, but it doesn't take away that it's cool to watch.
It did freak me out when the finger was through the eye. The
So,
thought of someone's finger in my eye. Ugh.
For me, this is trippy because I haven't watched a Marvel movie for a while. So me jumping back into this was like seeing how far the CGI production and the Marvel movies has gone.
and
But also, it
you
did
see
take a
how
hot
he
second
looked
for me
very
to
good.
and
catch
you
up with
can
what
see
was
how
going
she
on.
killed Human Torch.
Oh, she's ashes him or
Just like
something.
that same thing
Yeah.
with
That's what
Professor X.
Professor X is
Yeah,
capable of.
that's what Professor can do.
Omega, like crazy OP.
So Professor X is just like, tick. The Baradu just bleh.
Same thing with Magneto.
Huh?
Oftentimes, you don't see how truly terrifying Magneto is.
Is he's the
metal guy.
metal guy.
Yeah, like everywhere.
But that's my problem with Marvel is, they're all fucking invincible.
Well, yeah. But that's just comic books in general, right? That's just superhero villain things in general.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you like the movie?
I had fun.
I had fun too.
It was super great.
So to me, the main thing is right. So the key word here is it was fun.
Oh yeah, heaps of fun.
Yeah. So if you're going into the movie and expecting like a superhero movie, I think you're in the wrong movie.
So with me, the
Oh, I see.
overall
It's more like a comedy than it is.
yeah, it is a fun movie, and it is like to me, it was like a pretty fresh approach.
Well, they'd kind of lent that way with the Thor movies, right? Where it was
Correct.
Yeah.
more
So-
on the comedy side.
So it was like a revival to me, watching Deadpool was and Wolverine, because all the previous Marvel movie were really like very blunt.
right.
Yeah, very like, oh, what's going on? Like, why are you doing this? Like, what?
Do you think they were trying to take it too serious?
not too serious? It's just like there's no.
I think they were lost on their plot
yeah,
line.
they were
weren't
lost,
quite sure.
and they were like, there's no excitement. Like you
this
know, in
movie
what
is them basically resetting. Like
Yeah.
the overall plot line of Deadpool and Wolverine doesn't matter. There's the whole like Cassandra Nova ending the world. None of that matters. What matters is that this movie is basically
like a
them-
refresh.
like it's them being very meta and being this plot line doesn't really matter. We're all poking fun at that whole idea of this current Marvel storyline wasn't working out. We're doing a soft reset. We're tying up some loose ends. Go.
Yeah. So pretty much, if you're going into it and just hoping for like an action-packed movie and stuff, I think it's wrong. Like you really have to go in like as fun. I think the key word here is
no
fun.
one goes into this movie caring about what the actual plot line is. They just care about the fact that there's these characters doing cool things.
So it's interesting that they could ham in a plot line that actually kind of makes
Because
sense.
think of it this way:
well, right?
before you watched Deadpool Wolverine, you had no clue what
Correct.
the story was. None of the trailers even pointed to what the overall like Cassandra Nova ending the timeline. None of that mattered. You just went in because you saw it was Wolverine and it was Deadpool fucking shit up. And Hugh Jackman still got it as Wolverine.
Yeah, that's right. And that's the thing, right? If you go in there like expecting something, you won't get anything. But if you expect nothing and like you just want to have fun, and that's it. I went in as like a neutral because all the Marvel movie before
For me, I was,
it was just
forced neutral because I haven't watched
no.
any
It's
Marvel
just
in a while.
it's just
So
Marvel
for
is
me, this
like
is a
so
fun jump
boring.
back in.
So two things
Yeah.
quickly. Hugh Jackman's arms were CGI'd on.
Was he?
Yeah, for most of the time.
Oh really?
Yeah, because his arms are fucking huge in that movie, and that's like humanly impossible for a man at his age. So they without just an incredible amount of
I
steroids.
just thought that he was on the real good juice.
And they found out because in one of the scenes, Deadpool goes to put his sword back in his sheath, and it just goes directly through his arm. So it's clipped incorrectly.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can't see it in the movie because it's all happening too quickly. But some people who've illegally downloaded the movie can pause it at the
Someone
point.
showed me this clip.
Yeah, where it's going through his arm. Secondly,
I thought that might have been like a costume design thing.
nah, I think it's like just the clipping is the bad.
Okay.
Unfortunately. Second thing, on the previous podcast, you said, William, that it's resetting for the future, and we'll know when we watch the movie because Deadpool will say in the third party, like third person to the screen. But I didn't pick up on that.
Did you not?
No.
This whole movie is just one giant whole like little plot line of Marvel being, hey, our previous arc didn't work out. We're taking this vessel through the character of Deadpool, which is very like fourth wall breaking character.
Yeah, sorry, you're right. Yeah, but
and we're going to be very meta about it. It's like a commentary.
so it's more him making the jokes on the thing.
The whole like I'm Marvel Jesus is about this resurrection of the new Marvel timeline. The whole snipping of the timelines in the movie is about them being like, we're cleaning up all the plot lines. We're going to go back to a bit of focus. And it's no coincidence that they announce Marvel and Wolverine comes out and they announce RDJ as Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
That's them all pushing the
see what
whole
you're saying now.
Yeah.
refresh.
So it's like that's what I'm saying. Like it's a new start. I was talking about a new start, a fresh new start for Marvel.
What
And
really caught me in this movie was how much of like a nice little fun love letter it was to like the older, like quote unquote non-canon superhero movies. They really try to like put this through as like, hey, all those old non-canon superhero movies, they can still be canon in your mind. This is just a reason, like it all brings together and why it's like, if you've enjoyed it, you enjoy it, and you can still have love these characters just because they're non-canon.
you know
So
who's my
have-
favorite? I am Lemina Boo.
Oh, Gambit.
And the
Oh,
Gambit.
yeah.
Channing Tatum.
He was really funny. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
it's hard for me because I really like Gambit as a character. Gambit's actually like a real personal favorite top there for me. And then Channing Tatum comes out as Gambit. I was like, okay. And he starts talking, and I'm like, what?
So is Gambit, because his accent changed a bunch of times.
No, Gambit's Cajun. So in the comics, Gambit is like a suave, skinny Cajun man.
Oh, okay.
And he speaks with a thick Cajun accent.
So is that what that was?
Yeah.
I
That
thought
was-
I
that
thought
was-
he did like French and then African. I thought he was changing
There's
accents.
a meme going around now of Channing Tatum being like, whoa, I'm about to make a name for myself now. Like, bro.
He did that pretty well.
He's so good. He's so good.
But to be so this is a big.
But
this-
was his joke that there's not been a Gambit movie?
No, yeah, because
Yes.
there was supposed to be a
Correct.
Gambit movie, and it was like canned.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
his whole lines was like, and heroes that didn't come about.
Correct. To Channing Tatum's credit though, he really fought hard to actually have Gambit on the screen. So
Oh,
I
really?
don't think if he wasn't going for it, we wouldn't even have Gambit at all.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
His actions and like things in the movie were pretty
and
cool.
Ryan
Yeah.
Reynolds has come out and
Now-
big support
now-
for Gambit, for Channing Tatum.
So hopefully now we could get a Gambit movie.
maybe because
right?
the same way that Ryan Reynolds, the way they were Ryan Reynolds.
So
put
could
it,
you sit through the whole movie with him talking like that?
maybe I can learn to get better. But they poke fun at it. They were like, "Oh, who's your dialogue coach?" They even talk about it.
Yeah.
But
True.
so Ryan Reynolds has to fight really hard to get Deadpool on the screens.
Hmm.
Channing Tatum is kind of doing the same.
Yeah,
But for me, this whole movie being a big love letter to the older movies, you had so many of the old X-Men characters come back and reprise the role. Bro,
Blade
dude,
was
I
sick.
was in there. I was like, oh, when Wesley Snipes stepped out as Blade, that aura, dude, you could feel
He's
it.
the first Marvel.
I don't want to get us in trouble. But do you know what the first word he says on the screen is?
What?
The R word.
retard.
Yeah, that's the first thing Wesley Snipes says on a movie in like 15
That's
years.
a very
is
Wesley Snipes
retard.
thing to do, though. It's also a very Blade thing
Because
to do.
I think one of the characters, like a Deadpool or something, says a word
Yeah.
and it sounds similar, and then Blade thinks he says that word, and that's the first thing he says, and that's pretty fucking funny.
I like
But this
it.
was awesome, really cool to see how all those like forgotten kind of non
like Elektra and stuff like that.
being
Yeah.
coming back and having their kind of finale.
To me,
it was
I
cool
had
to
fun.
see that.
I had lots of fun.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I had fun.
And it's
in
very,
a Marvel
it's very
movie.
meta.
Yeah.
It's very like fourth wall breaking. It's one of those things that you mention it where this movie only made sense because it was a Deadpool movie.
Yes, correct.
Also, I in the previous episode was like, I don't like how they're like in Logan passes away in the timeline, right? Obviously,
Correct.
in the Logan, like in the movie Logan, and they tie it in with Deadpool because
Because I haven't seen the second. I didn't see that. where
Have you
he
watched
died.
Logan?
No, I didn't
It's
see it.
really good.
Is there
Yeah.
one or two?
It's just one. It's just
Yeah,
the
it's
movie's
just
just called
Logan.
Logan, and it's like the finale Logan. It's,
Interesting.
it's really good. The reason
So
why
I started watching it and obviously just never got back to finish.
The reason why I recommend it is because so once again, Wolverine's solidly in my top 5 favorite superheroes. Right, Wolverine's character has always been a very tragic character, and I think Logan's really captured that tragedy of Wolverine's character.
Yeah.
So you watch Logan, it's really mature, it's really nice, and I think that movie kind of actually set the foundations to those R-rated movies we have now in superheroes.
Yeah.
It's good.
And it makes a lot of sense that the Deadpool universe is set in the same universe as Logan.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense.
I enjoy it. Like if you're listening to the spoilers and you have not watched it, please go and watch it. It's
If you're supposed you haven't watched it,
I think some people have come out and said that the new Deadpool Wolverine is like them saving the Marvel universe.
Correct.
I don't quite agree.
It's not saving.
yet,
It's just
but
like
I get where the opinions
reset.
come from.
It's
I
a
get where the
reset.
opinions- This is them being like, we're gonna try again. Reset. Don't worry about the whole Kang Dynasty thing. Don't worry about it. Go.
Yeah, are you sad that you lost your hero?
No, I'm glad. I don't have to deal with my name being slapped all over the place, dude.
So when we Google
what
Kang, we
about-
still get US SEO.
what about your thoughts on RDJ as Doctor Doom now?
I'm not entirely convinced. I feel like I get why they did it, and I get why so many fans are like excited to see Robert Downey Jr. come back as Doctor Doom.
It's called Marvel money, bro.
I know,
Just what
but for
Deadpool
me-
said.
For me, is how do you not find it as like just kind of
Just what
not
Deadpool
original? It
said.
just
Like
doesn't feel it doesn't feel like
when I see RDJ back on the screen, I'm like, that's what Deadpool said. Marvel
Doesn't-
money.
Doesn't it? Yeah, he goes to Hugh Jackman. He's like, got you for 90 until you're 90. But doesn't it just feel kind of pandering? And also, instead of having like any of these cool new actors and like being really truly surprised at who Doctor Doom could be, Robert Downey Jr. comes back again.
You're more of a Marvel guy, Willem. Does Doctor Doom ever show his face? Really?
Yeah, he did.
does?
Like early stage.
Yeah, then once he gets his mask, he kind of
No, because he got disfigured.
yeah.
He got
But also,
disfigured.
it's going to take a lot for them to do the timeline and plot line for them to take Robert Downey Jr. and not have it also kind of tarnish the weight of that sacrifice that Iron Man has. It was that great big finale of Iron Man and the finale of Robert Downey Jr. and Tony Stark. That it was the whole of Endgame with that big lead up to that.
I have a feeling they might do it like a Deadpool. Like you don't see
Remember how many
Ryan
people
Reynolds' face all the time, right?
Yeah.
So similar to like Doctor Doom.
But then why have it as IDJ? It's just
same thing.
It's for the cheesy kind of
Like same thing with why have Ryan Reynolds? Because it's his character, right?
yeah, but Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool.
I guess-
Robert Downey Jr. was Tony Stark.
Yeah.
I guess with Deadpool, you could literally put like Ryan Reynolds' voice and his name in for the marketing, and it never has to be on the
To
screen.
be fair, they kind of poked fun of that with all the various Deadpools.
Yeah, because like the one dancing at the start was like a professional
Correct.
dancer, and then I think there's obviously got the guy who does the
Apparently,
stunts.
female Deadpool was his wife. If
Yeah,
Ryan Reynolds'
yeah,
wife
they like
played
that.
Lady
Yeah,
Gaga.
and
She
kids,
voiced it.
The baby as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The baby is his baby. The small like
The
teenager
the
one
voice
as well.
right.
Yeah,
100%.
all his
yeah.
kids.
There was quite a few I guess like Easter eggs in those like Deadpool
Yeah.
guys. Yeah,
yeah.
I think I'm enjoying where the Deadpool character is going in the Marvel universe. For me, I think I mentioned this, but I actually didn't enjoy the first Deadpool movie because I thought it was a little too like plays a little too safe, a little too unsure of itself. The jokes were a little too like uncreative and crude. It was more of like a dick and balls joke kind of movie than a fun creative.
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
new one actually has a lot more creative, fun jokes behind it. I still think that they've made Deadpool a little too PG, like a little too less insane.
Yeah.
In the comics, Deadpool is very certifiedly insane. He has voices that talks to him inside as well. You don't get that through the movies. So
So-
that's totally fine. I don't mind the adaptation.
I would like to see Deadpool mixing in with like Avengers, like as
Yeah.
can that
dynamic-
happen in a non-comedic way though?
no,
No,
like
he never
probably
will be-
during his part it's comedic, but when it goes out of his part, it goes back to like normal.
Yeah, right.
I think that will be great. Like during his section, you get like the Deadpool like scene, and then after that, you just don't get it.
Deadpool's character in the comics especially, and in the movies as well, he plays the perfect funny man, straight man gag. That's why you always have him comboed with characters like Cable. Cable is like the tough and gruff straight man, and you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
Deadpool, and you have Wolverine, who's the tough and gruff straight man, and you have Deadpool, the funny man.
That's
so
my only
Wolverine
problem-
and Deadpool plays together so well.
Only problem with like the movies when you get into that third act and it's like you have to go through like the loss or something,
Yeah.
and it gets really meaningful and it goes too Disney mode, and you're like, come on guys, like it's like a little cringy for me. It's like
You could
just
tell
get
that
over
you could tell that in this Deadpool and Wolverine movie, they weren't too fussed about the overall storyline. So they were just like, here's just cheesy, cool, fun fight sequences.
Yeah,
like they had the whole fight sequences where he was versing all the Deadpools. It doesn't matter. All those Deadpools get back up, but it was still fun to watch.
True, yeah.
And also,
And the way it ends.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true.
Also, for me, that like the childhood glee in me came out when Wolverine put his helmet on.
Oh yeah.
That scene where he puts his mask on, I was like, oh, that was me seeing that comic book character, the design of the comic book character, realized on big screen.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got that bit of like,
Yeah,
so cool.
Real arms or not, that guy looked jacked. Like,
yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
The costume design pretty good overall. I'm a big fan.
So it's all good.
It's crazy to sound. I can see myself watching more Marvel movies on here.
Yeah,
I want to go
same.
back and watch it again because I went to Joondalup and I ended up in just like a regular, like an old ass regular cinema, and it was lame. I want to go back and watch it in like
D-box.
Cinemax. Yeah, I want to go. I'm going to do that. I might
I
even go
reckon
tomorrow.
this is a great D-box movie.
Yeah, definitely.
All the action sequences.
Wait, hold on. Before we end, Danny, how are we looking at our My Platinum tier Patreon?
I'm actually going to do it tonight.
All right, that's good. Remember, boys. Remember, girls. Remember, guys.
Also, I want to
Platinum
mention as
tier.
well. This feels like a great starting point for me to start watching some Marvel movies again. Because I stopped watching Marvel movies because for a while it just felt too hard to keep up. There was just so much coming out. The plot lines were a bit everywhere. I'm a completionist at heart, so I wasn't quite sure where things were going. But this new one feels like a big reset.
All right.
I feel like there's a place there as well where they've been out long enough and you can
You can choose your
you can like choice pick. Yeah, maybe there's like some good picks on like Reddit of like these are the ones you should watch and these are the ones you don't worry about.
Yeah, definitely. And we're gonna do the roast duck movie night. Yeah, we should just fix one, maybe end of the month or
Yeah,
something.
we've been talking about maybe on a Sunday night or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll just get down and get some takeaway.
We could call it Olympic duck
What?
because the skater girl who wanted a duck pet.
Oh yeah, true. Then we watch some. We all pick a movie.
Is there a Howard the Duck movie?
Not yet.
Well, there
Maybe.
was a Howard the Duck movie, wasn't there?
I mean,
Was there?
cartoon.
Yeah. All right. Before we
mean-
leave, all right. Scale of 1 to 10. How much did you like Deadpool Wolverine?
10.
10. Whoa, very
10.
high.
I like it.
I'll give it a good 9.
Give it a good 9.
Yeah, it was very fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
No, fuck it. I'm gonna change to 10 as well. I
It's great.
couldn't have enjoyed a movie anymore. I had a lot of fun.
Fair.
Yeah.
I guess I'm still a bit of a stickler. I'm an 8, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, 8 is
The
great.
last.
You're
I
more
like it.
classy than us.
The
so
last-
it
No,
makes
no,
sense.
no. For me, 8 is still good.
Hold on.
8 is still great.
The last 10 for me was Endgame.
Yeah.
That was like the epitome.
But that means a lot though, because Endgame was more than just a movie. It was like everything
It was a
coming together.
feeling. You could feel it.
life.
Yeah.
Endgame was culture. Was like a cultural moment.
Were your kids old enough to enjoy it at that time or not really?
No.
I was pretty lucky that Lucas was like at a good age where we were both like fucking into it. We were
Do you know why this?
super
Do you know
into
why I actually respect a lot that like you guys give a 10? Because for me, a scale of 1 to 10 isn't about a scale of like necessarily how good something is. A 10 out of 10 is something that means something to someone. That's what a 10 out of 10 is.
I
It's
see
not
what
that
you're
it's
saying.
objectively good. It's that if someone gives something a 10, 10 means that it means something to them.
I think for me, it just has to hit a peak level of good.
Yeah.
Like there's like at the maybe there's like the scale once it gets to 10, it can be like it's heaps more after that. But like it just has to be like, did I have like a really good time enjoying this? Would I pay another $50? Because I went to the movie by myself and I still paid $50, which is crazy. But it's like, would I pay another $50 to go to the movie? Absolutely, I would.
To me,
I would watch it again.
why is it 10? Because it's a start.
Yeah.
Another
I
new
just-
start. Is it like when you watch Iron Man 1, that start? This is the start.
I just can't get over
Yeah.
how much I love like Wolverine, and just like seeing Wolverine on the screen again was like really cool. To
You're
see.
going to gym soon?
I don't know if I can get Hugh Jackman shaped.
Yeah, I need that
Well, he's like,
PEDs.
what, 55 or 60?
Yeah, somewhere there. He's in
Yeah.
mid 50s. Yeah.
Bro,
But he's also still a great performer. There's
Yeah.
a couple of those scenes where like I was like, yeah, he's still got it like as an actor. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the segment where they did like the like clip out of all the different types of Wolverines. That was actually pretty cool.
that's so good.
There was one part that like really poked fun of was when they did the whole like Wolverine and Deadpool in the car fighting each other. But it was, like,
yes.
fucking basically. It was making fun of them making love.
Yeah.
And then it was like two guys making love in the back of like a
they
Honda
fall
Odyssey.
asleep. Yeah.
And then the camera pans down to like all the religions and says coexist.
Yeah.
That was very cheesy. That was very like poking fun at the whole thing.
it's good. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Shall we call it?
Cool.
Let's call it.
Cool.
Thank you very much for tuning
Thank
listening
you.
in.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for all our Patreon subscribers.
If you stuck around through all the spoiler cast as well in the end, thank
Thank
you very
you.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you for subscribing. Platinum tier is coming. Get ready.
Thanks to our Thursday Commander guys as well for like getting out nice and promptly today as well. We appreciate
right.
that. Our lack of sleep for all three of us really appreciates that.
Again, this episode is brought to you by Imperial.
Numismatics.
Thank you.
We appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for listening.
See you.